it's just you see, this is like I'm losing brain cells right
Damn it.
now. Okay,
I missed all
so
of it.
Yeah,
like
he's not even saying that. This is crazy. Yeah.
we're literally never said that. Like never even thought that. I never
Okay,
said that a
Hochi,
baby was a universe
Hochi. The
Hochi,
problem is
you said
that
your
the
baby was
definition.
created. I said creation was the bringing into the existence of a universe. Therefore, you think your
into
baby
the
is bringing into
existence
the
of
existence of
the
a
universe,
universe.
right?
No, no,
So
no, no,
you
Hochi.
bring
No, Hochi, Hochi. Donald's saying, according to the definition of creation he's following, that is bringing the universe into existence.
Because we're talking
He
about the
does not
fucking
but
universe.
agree.
that's not
I
even
know.
the definition that
I,
he gave.
It is.
yes, it is. That's exactly what he said.
No, it's not.
Oh
He
my
said into
goodness.
the
Yes,
existence of the
The
universe,
no, no,
not
bringing into the
bringing
existence of the universe generally by an act
existence.
of God. Also, Hochi, do you think you're a fucking god?
I think
he's
that I'm made in God's image,
But that doesn't make you a
so I
god.
can
So
create
fuck
the same
off.
way that he does.
No, you can't.
Yeah, but I can create just like how he
Go
does.
make me a fucking universe, man. Go make me a fucking universe.
I'm doing it right now. Look at my PTR.
Are you jerking off and spewing the cum everywhere like you made the last universe?
that's not the universe, young.
Crazy as hell.
Holy shit. I can't believe I wasn't recording all of that. I'm so
Universe is
pissed.
subjective.
Yes.
What?
Oh my
Did you
gosh.
say that the universe is... Do you believe in... Are you a
Yes.
simulation theory guy? Is that why you've been talking about video
He,
games this whole time?
yeah,
I'm
he
making
is.
things inside of the universe, right? I'm making
He
side
is a simulation. That's
Oh
what he
my
thinks.
god.
everything is a
Solipsism with a
simulation.
fucking lab
It's
coat.
all from
Not even a
God. It's
lab coat.
all
A
generated
dirty
energy.
freaking trench coat.
Eternalness. That's what God said. Eternity. That's what He has. All this is just regurgitated simulations with special abilities and different types.
Hochi, I mean... Is this Hochi
They
or
sound
Young?
the same.
Was this Hochi or Young that's the
They
simulation?
sound the same. Yeah, I
That
was
was young.
young.
That was
We
young.
do
Young?
not sound the same. That's racist.
Yeah.
It's not racist. You can't
I
be
mean,
Why,
they
you
were
racist
black?
about
they
voices.
probably were born out of racism. You know what I mean?
I don't
Exactly.
know.
Okay,
Whatever they're
so
saying doesn't make any sense.
projection
Hey,
needs to
Daniel.
be
Jordan,
turned
you need a
off right
black person
now.
in your
So
life.
can we just not accuse people of anything right now? So Young, when you start talking about
Wait. Could I? I've been waiting for an hour.
sure go ahead.
Yeah, young. What did you say, young? I don't know of one black
Person
person.
in your life.
I never met one.
Oh
Yeah,
come
I just
on,
need you to
let's
get a black person in your
Jesus
life.
Christ. This to me
What
this is
is he
derailing.
saying?
He's saying you need a black person in your life, Joanna.
Oh, I need one.
You
Okay.
need
Yeah, I
a
don't know
purple
why.
person in your life.
She need a
Alright. Can we get back
translator.
to the fucking conversation, please? Joanna, did you have something to say about the conversation?
No, I just wanted to recognize the other people in the room that are also a part of our group. But Young is just taking over one.
I didn't even say hardly anything. I just spoke when you spoke.
So Daniel's new
Hi,
to the stage.
Daniel.
Outside of that, no one else is really new and no one else has spoken up.
Yeah, I wanted to address everybody. I think that sometimes when I come in this room, I feel like there are people that really haven't thought about like their position on religion. They just don't really know why they believe it or what they believe, and that they get pushed around. And I think that there are different people that are like an apologist. We should probably push those people around, but when people come in, they just don't know any better. I don't think we should be picking on them.
I'm
And
not
I'm
picking
just,
on him. I've known Young for so long. I know that I've told him this stuff 1,000 times and I get
You're not
frustrated.
talking to me. Golly.
Young doesn't know any better than what you're saying, man.
Well, that's you doing that to the apologist. You know what I'm saying? If I'm an apologist, and
No, I don't think you're an
you said
apologist.
we
You
should do
don't
this
know
to
any better.
apologists when they actually know
Yo,
better, and that's
you
Let
why
him
I
don't know
find
any
it
finish.
visual
better.
because I'm
You
one of
don't
those
know any
normal.
better.
That's crazy.
He doesn't know any better.
I'm honored by your dishonor.
It's not a dishonor. I want you to be treated appropriately, and I don't think you know.
Well,
You're
you brought my name up. You didn't bring me up. You just went with it. I guess I don't know.
no. It's true. I don't think you know what
Gibberish.
you're
Yes,
talking
that's
about,
because
man.
it's
Daniel,
because I
are
am on that
you
level, bro. Yay!
Daniel, are you an atheist?
Well, yeah.
What's the difference?
Oh God.
Oh,
Oh.
That's like
you mean
so
okay?
random.
What do you
So
care what I am?
it's so true.
Yeah.
Are you gay?
Yeah, you gay.
I was wondering if you're an
Doesn't matter.
atheist because I wanted to know your brain capacity.
Sorry, what's wrong with being
If
gay?
you're a little
I'm a
intelligent.
lesbian. What's wrong with that?
I like it.
They're all allies.
We love lesbians.
I always knew that y'all was allies. I knew it. When I was little, I used to think, I think everybody's trying to gang up, and I've always had that suspicion it was real. I didn't even know it was real, but you
I
could
have no
tell the way
idea what
people were
he's
treating each
talking
other.
about.
I'd be like, huh, like what you just said,
I'll be
like,
like, huh. That's a new song,
yeah.
Young.
So like, say
Young,
if I was like a
go
Baha'u'llah, you
ahead.
would be on my
Keep
side, right?
going.
If I wasn't a Christian, you would have been like,
How
yeah,
about
I'm
making
on
it?
your side. If you're a
How about,
Baha'u'llah, you would have been like, yay, tell us
wow,
about
he'll come
yourself.
up for air.
Oh, there's a Christian, kill him.
Wow.
I don't want Christians dead. It's the Christians that want the atheists dead. That's the way it works in the Bible. Kill the non-believers. Anyway, I
Well,
just
thank
went.
you, Daniel. At least I can understand and comprehend you.
I just went.
He's like an atheist or agnostic. You definitely can understand him.
I just want Young to stop saying that. Uh, Making a baby is the same as making a universe. I'd like for that to stop.
I didn't. I think you inserted that like randomly. You do that sometimes.
Dude,
So
when I say that creation is the bringing into the existence of a universe, and you say, well, my baby is creation, you're saying that your baby is a universe.
you don't understand the point of creation.
Gibberish.
You're stuck on things. That's just what it is.
Name Enigma. Do they have the word gibberish in England?
Yeah, we call it gobbledygook.
Gobbledygook.
Golden.
Thank you. Merci beaucoup.
All
Well,
right.
there's other people that want to talk, Donald,
Yeah,
besides Young Zealous.
that's what I
Stop
was
saying
about to
that, Joanna.
do. So
God.
there's a whole lot of new people in the audience, and there's some new people on stage.
Hi, Sammy. There's my friend Sammy. We
Yep.
have Barbie, Jamie,
Everybody's been invited up.
Rita. Yep, everyone's up. So, what about the Artemis? Can we talk about that? Is it
I'm
really
watching it
gonna?
live right now.
Oh, has it reached the orbit of the moon?
Not yet, but it's like less than 5 hours away from going around the moon.
So once it gets into the orbit, it slingshots around and back.
Yep.
Can we change the room to like astrology or something?
Young, open your
I'll talk
own room.
astrology. I know
You're
astrology.
taking over.
Got him.
I know astrology, astronomy,
I'm not too fond of
astrophysics,
bullying, so
astroparticle physics, nuclear physics.
yeah.
What do you want to talk about?
What's your zodiac sign?
I have no idea.
Hi, Abby.
Change the topic of the
What's
room so we can
Oh,
December? What's December?
beginning or the end? Hi,
Beginning.
Joanna.
First half.
You are a Sagittarius.
If you say so.
Donald is no.
Yeah, Donald,
I
Sagittarius are
think
known
he's
cheaters.
Capricorn.
I'm a Scorpio.
Oh, Scorpio. I like Scorpio.
My moon is in Scorpio.
Everybody hates Scorpios.
Yeah,
Astronomy,
they're very stubborn.
The male
astronomy
ones,
is
maybe.
science. Astrology is pseudoscience.
I know.
It's
But
worse
you
than
guys are mentioning
pseudoscience.
astrology,
It's
so
Yeah.
it's like make believe. It's like, when you're in the playground as children, and
Yep.
you pretend,
But
that you have special abilities based upon something.
and
That's
if you
all it
touch the
is.
ground, you're touching hot lava.
But do you know where your moon is, Enigma?
my
Gemini.
moon is Capricorn.
Oh, that's fun.
People have different moons.
Yeah,
Yeah, every planet
and
is
you
in a
have a
different
different
position
rising. You
Well,
have a
rising
when
different
you're
is
born.
Venus.
Mercury.
So
The rising sign is Mercury, so that would be
Is that
what?
always the case?
I
I didn't
think
know that.
so.
the rising sign for you would be the month before
horse.
No, that's not
Scorpio. So
true.
it'd be
No.
Libra.
That's
It's
not
just
true.
the
The,
rising
the
sign is
rising sign is
based upon Mercury, which I believe mine is Aries.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
This
my
is
Mercury
so
is different than
fucking
my
boring.
rising.
Is it? Oh, okay. Maybe I'm wrong then.
the rising sign is the sign before because the sun is rising from that sign till the
No,
next.
it's also not the
Joanna, you
month
did all
before.
that just to cut me off to talk about paganism for no reason. He said your stuff is
Yeah, so your
boring.
rising is Libra.
I mean,
You guys mentioned astrology.
I'd
It
rather
wasn't that.
hear I'd
I
rather
just
hear Young's nonsense
I'd
than
love to
this.
talk about astrology.
I'd
That's
love
why
to
I
You
talk
came
have
on
about
this
different
app.
astronomy.
Venuses. You have different Mars.
Astrology is for
Yeah.
dummies.
I
Sorry.
should go look for
Not
an
dummies. I shouldn't
astrology
Okay,
say
today.
that.
Donald.
I
It's
shouldn't
a
say
little
that.
bit of fantasy, right?
I mean, it's not
I
a
know
little bit
some
of
people are
fantasy. It's
really
a
not
complete
really into.
fantasy. I mean, if you're on a different star, if you're in a different solar system, you would all of those constellations would look completely different.
Yeah. No, I agree. I don't really take it seriously.
I hope not.
You know, just because you said it, I'm gonna take it seriously.
Donald does not play. He is not playing today.
I fucking hate
It's
astrology.
good for
Well,
the sex life. I mean, if you guys talk about that stuff.
I want to know what your Venus is, Donald.
oh, I could do his chart right now.
Yeah, please do so.
Whose chart?
We're gonna do your
Yours.
chart.
You just want my bank security questions?
No, we don't. We want your heart.
My heart pumps blood. What do you want my heart for? It'll only work with the same blood type. Are you AB positive?
Oh my God. I can't believe you're married.
Been married
Oh,
for
that's rude.
20 years.
No, I mean, it's
23
so
years.
unromantic.
Jeez. 23 years I've been married. We've been together for 26 years.
They
Well,
met in
that's
church.
really impressive, actually.
We've known each other for 30 years. 35 years.
Where did you meet?
We met at church.
Church.
Wow.
No way, Donald.
Yeah, I was forced to go
Okay,
to church
Donald. All I
every
need is your
Sunday morning, every Sunday evening, and every Wednesday evening for fucking 18
all I need
years.
is your birthday to do your chart.
I don't want to do this.
You won't do it.
God,
No.
Birthday
you
and
old
his
God, man.
location where
I'm
he
got
was
the
broadcasting
born.
on
from
YouTube.
church, bro.
I'm not gonna put sensitive information out on the.
Oh, okay.
Do that. They're trying to get you.
No one really cares about it, Donald. Well, okay.
It's not that we don't care. It's sensitive information. The
It's
information
not that sensitive.
the information that is asked for.
Well, maybe you can back channel her. I think you need more than his birthday. You need his location of birth. And maybe the timing too.
Hey,
Because where were you born has never been a security question for a bank ever.
It's to see where the planets were when you were born. That's all, but you don't have to do it.
Who cares? I mean, it doesn't matter.
But I care. It's fun for
you
me.
did my chart like
Oh
3
yeah, I
years
did
ago.
your chart. I think I have it in my camera roll.
That was
Wow.
before I was
That's
transmitting
crazy.
live on YouTube, so I didn't mind. Plus, I don't use any of those security questions for my bank. Kitty, welcome. Feel free to come on stage. There's also a name I cannot read without my glasses, and I'm got both
Which
hands
one?
busy. Second from the bottom. Starts with an M, I think.
Mr. B.
Ah, welcome, Mr. B. Feel free to come on stage. Thank you for your help.
there's Kitty. I miss Kitty.
Hello, Kitty. Welcome. Oh no, Mr. B. Welcome.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Not a whole lot. What about yourself?
And I'm blessed, more blessed than I deserve.
You got the magic in you. What do you think
No,
the opposite
no
of a
magic.
blessing is?
A curse.
Oh, is a curse magic?
No,
If I were a witch and I cast a curse on you, would it be magic?
no.
Seriously? Okay.
Yeah,
They call it a hex, though.
Well, not all of them. There's different sects, just like every other religion.
yeah. Witches cast hexes all the time.
So those who aren't blessed, what are they, Biscuit?
Oh, hi, Fatima.
Those who are not blessed. You mean? I don't think that there's a person who isn't blessed.
I'm not
So
blessed.
then is it special to be blessed?
Not if everybody has it.
Well,
Except
yeah,
me.
that's what I'm
Uh,
asking.
yeah, I think that there are degrees to blessings. Like one of my blessings is that I know that I'm blessed. So the fact that I can one of the facts I can metacognize blessings, and that makes my life wonderful, as opposed to being blessed and ungrateful.
What religion are you?
Christian,
What denomination?
Born again.
I don't have one.
You're non-denominational.
Non-denominational.
They're like agnostics for atheists.
Yeah.
They're like tone policing dumbasses. Sorry, not you. Of course, you're intelligent.
I don't know whether I'm intelligent. I think the more you read and research, the dumber you feel.
I mean, it depends on what you're researching, I guess.
I don't know. I think anything that I've dug into deeply, I just feel dumber for having done it. And it's called the Dunning-Kruger effect. When you research something a little bit, you feel like you know a lot. But when you research something a lot, you figure out you know a little.
And then you go back over the hump after doing even more research, and it goes back up.
Yeah, man. Probably. Yeah.
I agree.
That's the part everybody
On that
forgets.
point.
It's not just an up and down, it's an up, down, up.
Mr. B said.
It's an N, not a U. Or, what is, I guess there's nothing that would even, there's no letter that looks a little like a photon symbol in physics.
W.
But there's a little loop on a photon symbol. Anyway. So, Mr. B, why do you believe in God?
Why do I believe in God? That's a good question. I guess belief follows from experiences.
Yeah. So why am I not just a Muslim? Because all the Islam folks, they got experiences too. Why am I not a Hindu? Because the Hindu people, they got experiences too.
I don't know why you're not a Hindu. That's your psychological state.
How do I pick? How do I pick the right God when they all have personal experiences like yours?
It depends on your passion. Your reason is a slave to your passion.
So which God exists?
So
which God exists depends on my feelings?
No, I'm not saying which God exists. I'm saying you don't care about the truth. You only care about your passions. So you're going to send reason, and reason's going to return to you the thing you sent it out to get.
That doesn't make any sense. So there's a bunch of religions out there. How do I know which one represents the God that actually exists in objective reality if they all have personal experiences like yours?
You're saying, how do I know this? And you clearly don't. So I'm saying you don't. You clearly don't know it. I'm confused at what you're asking.
I didn't say the word no. I said, how do I choose? How do I pick?
You don't choose. What do you mean?
Okay, I did say the word no. I apologize. How do I figure? I think I actually didn't. I think I said, how do I figure out which God is the correct God if they all have personal experience for evidence? They all have the same evidence.
I would start with your experience. That's what I start with.
I don't have any experiences of God.
Okay, then you don't believe in God.
Exactly. That's why I'm an atheist.
Yeah. So you've answered your own question. What are you asking me for?
But I want to understand what is true. So how do I figure out which God is true, given that the reason that you believe in God is because of personal experience, but Muhammad had a personal experience, and Buddha had a personal experience, and all the other religions, they have personal experience.
Yeah, but you're not them. So if what they say doesn't resonate with you, then that's bunk.
But how do you tell which one exists in objective reality? Do you know what objective reality is?
You mean mind-independent reality?
Pretty much, yeah. Stance independent, mind independent. If you remove all minds, what is left? Who's got the echo all of a sudden? Okay, it's
I heard that. I heard that echo too. It's a little bit better now.
Yeah,
but how I start is with a true dice. Now I hear the echo again.
How you start is what?
It's Joanna.
All right, go ahead. It's gonna.
Okay. I start with a true dichotomy, which is either a conscious being is fundamental or a conscious being is not fundamental. And that satisfies what's necessary for a true dichotomy, meaning one side of that is true.
I can demonstrate that a conscious being is not fundamental.
Okay.
If he's talking your language.
No, I'm saying if you can demonstrate that a conscious being is not fundamental, then you shouldn't believe in God, right?
I don't.
Okay, good. So why are we still having the conversation?
Because you do, and I'm curious why.
Because I can demonstrate that a conscious being is fundamental.
Okay, so here I want you to click on this link that I just posted. It's the last thing that's posted in chat. Can you click on a link?
I can. Let me see. Because I'm on my phone right now. I guess I can copy the link and try to put it in.
Whoa! It didn't work this time. What?
Yeah.
There's a
But
different
yeah,
link.
I mean,
There's a
I'm
different
not.
link.
I
Don't
don't
click on
care
that
whether.
link. That's not the right link. Don't click on that link.
Yeah. But I don't care if you believe in God or not. I think that
Well, no,
God.
see, I care whether or not you believe in God. So, if you don't have a good reason to believe in God, then why do you believe in God?
Hang on one sec.
I gotta
I'm
find the
stepping
right.
out for a
I
second.
gotta find the
He
right.
sounds like he does have a reason. He's saying you
Sounds
shouldn't if
like
you don't have
personal
it.
experience is all he's got.
Yeah, personal experience is
It's
what
not
you
a good
need.
reason to
Yeah.
believe in. It's not a good reason to believe in God.
I mean, you're
What do you
asking
mean?
personally, so I
What
mean,
do
you
you mean
can't.
by good?
Adequate.
It's really adequate for me
That's
because I do
subjective.
believe in God as a result of it.
That's the wrong one.
So now you have to update your definition of adequacy because it's clearly adequate for the believer because they believe as a result of it.
Well, that doesn't mean that it's rational. That doesn't mean it's a good reason to believe. Just because you use it as a reason to believe doesn't make it a good reason to believe. All right.
You said the definition of good is adequate, and then I told you it's adequate since I do believe, and now you're saying it's not good.
I'm saying it's
I don't
not
get it.
rational.
He's saying he doesn't want you to believe in it.
No,
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 I
I
didn't
didn't say
say that. I said that
I didn't say I don't
I,
want you.
I want to believe in things that are true. I want to know. I want to understand what exists in objective reality.
I think
And
the first thing,
and
though, I think one of the first things to do is to admit admit that you don't actually care what the truth is as much as you think you do.
that would be a fucking lie. So I can't do that, Dick.
I
That's
think
Can
all I
I
fucking
you're not
care
can
about
I
doing
is
enough.
comment
what
then,
actually
rebuttal to
exists.
that?
Shut the fuck up! That's all I care about is what actually exists in objective reality, and I want you to think about that while I go smoke a cigarette.
He doesn't really want to believe. It's not. I hate when people ask the question. We're trying to entertain here. We're not trying to believe or dis.
What do you mean not? Wait. How do you know someone doesn't want? Do you think you could choose your
I
beliefs,
know.
Young?
I know. I know how it is. How fun it is to troll. It's fun.
No,
It's
no. Real question. I'm curious because you say not wanting to believe. That's interesting, right?
I'm
Because do
speaking
you
for the
think you
atheists
can?
actually.
Hang on. Do you think? Yeah. Do you think you could choose your beliefs?
Yes,
How?
by reasoning,
On what?
your mind.
But what do you see? Like you're not just believing something, experience information about it, right?
It is that simple. Yes,
I'm sorry.
what you're saying is not complicated. It is simple.
No, it does. It's not complicated, right? I agree. What I'm saying is not complicated, right? So when I say, "Can you choose your beliefs?" and you say yes, what I'm saying is like choose to believe something without any information or experience of said item. That
Yeah.
can you actually do that?
Yes.
You can. Give me an example of something you believe in that you have no knowledge of, any information of, any experience of, but yet you believe it to be true.
A lot of
Well,
kids believe
you
in
don't
Santa
have
Claus.
to. It don't have to be me. It can just be
Okay, so
anybody.
now someone brought up Santa Claus. I was trying to talk to Young, but Mr. Biscuit wants to throw in Santa Claus. So
Hmm.
Easter.
they are given the story of Santa Claus, aren't they?
Yeah.
Right. I'm giving the story. I'm
Right.
giving the
So
story of God, so I can change my
right.
belief.
Okay. Great. So
If somebody
so
said to me,
you're not choosing it. You're not just choosing it. You're being convinced of the data provided to you. That's what I'm getting at. That's why I
w-
asked
w-
Young to. That's why I asked Young to
no,
give me an example. That's why I asked
JCC,
Young. That's why I asked Young to give me an example of something he
I can
believes
give you
in,
an I
without
can give you
any
an example right
without
now.
any biscuit. Why the fuck? Go butter your buns, dude. Why are you interrupting? Young, how can you believe in something you have no data on? Please explain.
It's not
Well,
a
I'm talking about
one-to-one
in general. I'm not
conversation.
talking
We
about
can
just
all
me.
talk.
I know it's not a one to one, but you're fucking up the flow, bro. So
No, I'm
I want to hear.
responding to your question.
No, I was asking Young, son.
Okay,
Young.
Young can get after it. He can still talk. It's fine.
I know,
But I'm
but he's not because you're interrupting. So Young, give me the example of something you believe in without any information of.
It's not me who's doing that.
Okay, thanks for playing. So what, Biscuit? What do you want to talk about? Santa Claus
God,
now?
you JCC. You got to calm down. You're so invested, bro. Chill.
Invested? No, I'm tracking, bro.
No. So what
It's
I'm
quite
saying is this.
infuriating when people are so slippery and slimy and don't answer questions. That's when things get elevated.
Exactly.
I'm trying to respond to the question, but he's like, I'm asking Young. Oh, now I'm asking. Oh, I'm just saying,
Right,
calm
right,
down.
right.
Just relax, dude. Like nobody's gonna kill
You
you.
jump to
So,
whoever is
so
convenient, like whoever can,
yeah.
like, go through your little hoops and
Yeah,
get my boots. Do that.
yeah,
Okay, is anybody going to answer
everything
I
JCC's
is
like
just great.
question?
challenges. I
It's
don't like people
all
just.
I'm
mental
trying to right
concepts.
now.
But this is
Consciousness
atheism.
is
You know what I mean?
fundamental,
That's
folks.
what I was trained to do.
We
You know,
must believe it in order to
it's a
achieve it. Yeah,
deficiency of creation. That's what it
how
is.
wonderful. Let's live in
Atheism is either
fantasy
a
world.
deficiency of creation,
Fucking
or it's
freaks.
either just like a disorder in the universe, and it's
Hmm.
not their fault. It's just like it's like if you're
So
lacking nutrients or lacking certain things when you're born.
Lack of what the fuck are you
Yeah,
talking about?
it's a lack. That's what atheism is a lack in the
A lack
universe.
of belief in a god.
Yes,
That's
that's
it.
part of the disorder. It's okay.
Disorder? Why is
Yeah.
it a disorder?
I mean, we
my,
all need something in this universe that we all do, and you just guys just happen to have the lack of belief
so
that
so
there's a
so
developer to the game system. That's all.
right now, listen, hear me. Right now, I am not a flat earther, right? But if I wanted to choose to believe in flat Earth, right, I could do a sufficient amount of pseudoscientific research, surround myself with the right groups, and I could find myself within 2 to 3 weeks with a belief
Yeah,
in
you're being
flat Earth.
convinced.
But
You're being
but
convinced.
it'd be for bad reasons.
That's still changing my belief.
But it'd
I'm
be for
still saying
bad.
I don't. I'm
Yeah,
still
but
saying I want to believe something
you're
else,
not
and I'm
you're not
going from
choosing
that
it. You're not
situation.
choosing it
I'm
willy
still
nilly.
talking.
There's
I'm
some
still
data
talking.
convincing
I'm
you.
still talking. I'm
That's
still
the whole. I know
talking.
you are, and I'm
I mean,
interrupting
we're
you. So what?
interrupting because we need clarification, dude.
Right. So what I'm saying is the idea was you
No,
cannot you cannot change your own beliefs.
thanks a lot,
No,
dickhead.
who said that? That's fucking goofy.
JCC said that, and I agree that it's
JCC, you
idiotic.
said you can't. I mean, you can't voluntarily change your. You can't like choose to believe. Is that
That's
what
what
you
I
meant,
said.
Jimmy?
You can't choose your beliefs.
Okay, that's what he
Yeah,
meant.
I'm
You
saying
can't choose
I
your
can
beliefs.
choose.
Baby, what the
you're
fuck?
convinced or you're not
What you
convinced.
mean
It's that
to
simple.
say?
And
What
what's
you mean to
convincing you
say?
is the data, the information, or the
What you mean to
experience.
say is you. What you mean to say is you can't choose how quickly you're persuaded, but you can
Okay,
choose.
fine.
You can choose
Whatever.
what you believe.
Yeah. Okay. Choosing out of the information provided, you're convinced, right? What I was trying to get to Young by him saying, yeah, he can choose. He can't demonstrate it because you're always convinced or you're not convinced. That's all there is to it.
Can you talk to me directly instead of actually like
But
commenting
I
about
did
me?
talk to you directly, and then Biscuit
No, I'm
Head
saying like
butted
Mr.
in,
B was
Fred.
talking to you. I'm doing dishes right
Oh
now.
my God,
Like when I'm
you
talking
guys
to
are
you
fucking
directly,
lost
you
in the
switched over to
sauce.
Mr. B.
I did talk to you directly, and
Yes,
then
and then you said
Biscuit
you
and
were done, and then you
Butterhead
said, "Mr.
butted
B,
in.
please save me."
Go play a game, dumbass.
That sounds like a good song right there.
Get it. That's all, folks.
Giggity. You did that good, actually.
JCC is so triggerable, bro. Come on.
I'm so triggable, bro. Come on, let's go. Where are we going? What the fuck?
Mr. B was actually logical. I actually like. Okay, JC, y'all should go at it. I think because you guys can handle it. I guess.
It's not really worth it. He's just gonna. He's so
Oh,
stuck on
He
like.
has
I'm
potential, though. You
sorry,
know, you can see it.
Biscuit man. It's not worth it. Oh,
I
Yeah,
like Mr. B's logic. I like he's very logical. If he was in like if he was in real life, like not in real life, if I met you in real life, that'd be fun to like sit around with you. And I'd go around, we would just ask questions with atheists. That'd be dope. We go downtown, put a sign out, something like that. Just like let's just chat. No bullcrap. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
it's
because
just
Mr. B, I've seen people act crazy. You're not. Most theists that I see in here is either they're a character like me, or either they are calm as hell and they got it together, but other people playing around with it and they can't deal with it. They just, oh, get off me, man. Just, it's always that. It's like a little, like a step kid that just ain't got it together or whatever. It's okay. But, I mean, but for the atheists that do have it together, I love those dudes. Like, I come here for that because Donald sometimes is together. Sometimes Enigma is. And JCC, I bragged on him. I mean, because sometimes he does have it together. He don't last that long, but he can go long if you want to. But yeah, so.
I can't last long, but I do go long. Okay, once again, you contradict
Well,
yourself,
no,
Young.
I
Thank you.
didn't. This is what I meant to clarify. I do got to go to work very soon.
It's
That's the reason
wrong,
why
but it's
I'm rushing.
right. It's
So
up,
this is what
but
I
it's
meant when I said
down.
that, JC. It was a compliment, not an insult or
No,
anything. I was
thank you. I
contradicting.
appreciate you, but no,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't appreciate you.
yeah. No. Okay, it's okay. That's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
how.
yeah. Yes, no,
So
maybe so.
JCC,
I
let me
don't
see what I'm
know.
saying. Let me
Which way to
clarify.
go?
This what
Up, down,
this
all around.
yeah, sure, because you don't have balance
Yeah,
being
yeah, yeah,
turned
sure,
inside out.
sure.
Yeah, like act like you don't have
Yeah,
balance. So
yeah.
here's the thing.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
When I said that, I was
The
saying
program
basically,
character
I
can
said
break the program. Yeah,
sometimes
yeah,
you
yeah.
make sense. I guess sometimes you make sense, other times you don't.
Sometimes I feel like a
You can
nut, sometimes
I
I
don't know.
don't.
This is what I'm saying.
The joy's got
If it's an
nuts, mounds
atheist
don't.
that you're talking to or a scientific thing, you can logically go there with them. You can go there, share experiences and this and that, different things like knowledge and stuff. But you can do that with theists too, but you don't always do that. So it's
Hello,
like you guys have
everybody. Good day.
anti-theism inside you guys.
I have a question I'd like to ask, please. Can an individual know something objectively, something is the truth, which is current, but can never prove it to another person?
If it's objective, it can be demonstrated.
Always,
If it's objective, it can be demonstrated. Yes,
without
always.
without exception.
That that means it stands without a stance, right? It doesn't require a stance for it to be the case.
Can does not mean have to
That's
be
what
demonstrated.
objective is. That's
Can
what
does not mean
objective is. It is because it does not require a stance to be.
yeah, so.
Okay, so if I said I know something is the truth
Things
currently,
that are
which the
subjective
object,
require a stance.
yeah, just bear with me a minute.
What is that truth? What is it that you speak of?
Well, I just want to ask the question first again. Sorry to ask again. So you don't believe that an individual can say something that they know as the objective truth, which is current, and they cannot prove it. So if they can't prove it, it means they don't know it as the objective truth. Is that right?
That's fine.
Okay.
It's
How
not
about an
objective.
individual? How about if somebody says that they know they're having an experience as the objective truth?
Yeah,
Yes,
their
I do.
experience is their experience, right? Their experience is their experience. I would never deny someone's claiming they had an experience. So now what, Ruben? Check.
Pardon?
Someone's hot micing with a TV show in the background.
Nah.
What you watching, Joanna? I guess Joanna can't hear us. So Ruben, check. Now what do you say to that?
What do I say to what?
I answered your question about someone claiming they had an experience. I'm not going to deny someone's experience. It's their experience.
Yeah, but
So
do you
now what?
accept an individual can know something, the objective truth, but can never prove it to another person?
I already answered that, right? If something is objective, it would stand without a stance. It would be without the requirement of someone making the stance on it. So if they're claiming this is objective, that thing they're claiming would stand alone. So it would be the case they can demonstrate it.
Yeah, I'm not. I think I'm too simple-minded to get your response, but
That's
fine.
as simple as
What
it can get.
what he's
That's my
saying,
fault.
Shalom.
If what you
What
just said
hang
is,
on a second, I haven't spoken for ages.
go
What
ahead, go
he's
ahead.
basically saying is if something is known to be objective, then it is unfalsifiable and it's not mind dependent, meaning that everyone will have the same experience. However, someone may see something objective but experience it subjectively. For instance, people who go into a building and then they experience some sort of haunting behavior that they are feeling or whatever, that is their subjective experience. It is not objective because it's not proven outside of the subject. That's all he's saying. So when it comes to a god either exists or it doesn't. It is in an objective stance, we should be able to say yes, it does, or no, it doesn't. But we don't have any evidence to even suggest that it does. So what we do is we say we don't know. And to be truthful, to assume it does exist without any evidence or understanding of its objective nature, that would be asinine. It's a waste of time.
Yes, I agree with that. It's my belief that I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is a little bit different though.
How
Take
is
out
it
the word
different?
objective
What
How is
and
what
you'll
it?
I've
be good to go.
How is
Replace
what
it
it
I've
with
different,
subjective.
Rubachek?
what I've heard on this app and stereo, is is that people saying if you know something is the truth, right? Objective truth, you have to be able to prove it. Okay. I'm including myself here. So I believe that I'm having the only thing that I know for sure is that I'm having an experience, I guess, right? Um, but I can't prove it to anybody else.
But the thing is, the statement is self-referentially incoherent. Like if someone says, in order for something to be objectively true, it has to be demonstratable. That statement itself is not demonstratable, and so the statement is self-referentially incoherent. It doesn't mean anything. You've just ventured a guess,
Okay,
and it's a
I think that's an excellent thing, and I'm going to use that myself. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
yeah.
you would be agnostic on the fact. You would have no evidence to suggest that such a thing exists or is, and therefore you wouldn't one way or the other. You wouldn't take up a stance. You would say,
But
I don't know.
but I'm saying that the stance itself, right? If you say anything which someone believes is objectively true should be demonstratable, that statement itself has to pass its own test and it fails its own test, meaning
Yes,
that statement cannot be demonstrated, which means it's
yes.
self-referentially incoherent.
No, I'm saying I
Like,
like that, and I think I'm gonna take that on board. I like
yeah,
that. I could use that myself.
yeah. So
What
what
does that mean?
GCC
Wait, wait.
said,
What does that mean when someone says, "Well, if something is objective, then we can all experience it," right? So if it's objective, it would demonstrate to be in existence. What? How is that self-referentially untrue?
no.
Explain.
What you said was something more complicated. You said that if someone claims to be in touch with the objective truth, they should be able to demonstrate it,
Yeah, if someone's
right?
claiming something is
Absolutely.
if someone is claiming something is objectively true, that thing they're claiming to be objectively true would stand alone without a stance. That thing could be demonstrated to exist. That's all I said.
Hmm.
Okay, now
Yeah.
if that's true, if that statement is true, then you should be able at because you believe that that statement is objectively true because you said it. So now demonstrate that it's true.
No, my
Statements are not
statement. Yeah,
objective.
statement is our abstract, right? It's a question in regarding to someone making a claim. Why are you attacking my
I'm
response
not
to
attacking.
someone? Yeah, well, okay. Why are you using an argument against what I said to demonstrate someone making a claim this is objectively true?
It's
It's
not
not
an
about
argument.
me. It's not about
It's not.
me. It's not about me. It's about the person stating this is objectively true.
It's not an argument or an attack. You presented a test for the validity of an objective claim,
No,
right?
no, he
You know,
didn't.
Oh my
No,
well, hang
he
God.
on.
didn't. What he
Wait, wait,
did was he
wait.
said if there is a claim that something is objectively true, then it would have had to have been unfalsifiably demonstrated because
Right.
that is
That's a
what makes
test.
it objective.
I
if
know.
if I make a claim that on top of the sky there is a hoobada goobada gar and that is an objective truth, you would say, what the hell is that? And I would say, well, no, it's an objective truth. I don't have to prove it. That would make no sense, would it? Of course it wouldn't, because we would need to understand what the hoobada goobada gar was and how we measure it. I'll be right back.
Yeah, can I just
Yeah.
say something on the on that though? Um, I've heard many people who are very close to the way I think, right? So they say the only thing that they know as the objective truth is that they're having an experience, right? So uh, that to me, that's currently that logic is the same. So if somebody makes the claim that they know the objective truth, that they're having an experience, or they know that a deity exists, and that's the objective truth, right? Both claims for me are identical. Am I wrong on this or not? Hello?
How does a deity exist now?
Well. You don't need to. You don't need to. Like it's been said, you don't need to prove it to anybody.
Okay, so I agree when someone says they have um, an experience, right? They agree that they know one thing, that they have experiences. Okay, great. Now they're also making a claim that they have an experience of a deity. That's
Right?
subjective. That's subjective to them.
Right?
Yeah, I would agree.
But
Yeah,
but but
it's their experience. I'm not going to take that away. Like I said before,
yeah, but I'm saying are both similar to you? Are both the same? There's two
no,
claims.
no,
Why
because
not?
something that is objective stands alone. It does not require a stance in order for it to be whatever it is.
Uh,
They're
uh,
making
uh,
it. They're making a stance by sharing their subjective experience of this thing they claim to be objectively true. If it was the case it was objectively true, that thing would stand alone without stance. That's what I've been saying the whole time.
yeah, I think they're kind of the same.
Okay, you can think that. I'm not going to take that away from you.
The
It,
problem with the question lies in the word objective and objectively true. So, objectively true requires it to be mind independent. So, if you was to say, if somebody had a belief system uh, that was subjective, that isn't, you can't falsify it being objectively true because it is subjective. That would be a better way to deal with it.
okay, okay. I'll have to think on this a bit more. But but thank you. Is there anything that an individual can say that they know as the objective truth? I mean, does everything have to be proven for something to be objective?
Yeah,
I would
You
say
know,
no.
I would say
I,
yes.
well, I would say no because there are things that exist, right, that we have no experience of. Until we experience them or discover them, then we can, claim knowledge of them. So there are things out in the universe that objectively exist that we have not yet reached.
If I were to
okay.
say, if I were to say all statements are questions, what would be the fastest way to prove that that's false? Think about it. If I were to say all statements are questions, what would be the fastest way to disprove that? The fastest way to disprove that statement would be to say that statement itself is not a question. It fails its own test. It's self referentially incoherent. So if I say every statement is a question, that itself isn't a question. So it proves itself false. Similarly, when someone says all objective claims need to be proven, that claim, which is supposed to not just be subjective, but is supposed to apply as a rule that you can say to an entire room, fails its own test. It's self referentially incoherent.
There's a difference between an objective truth and an objective claim. Um, a claim requires a hypothesis, a truth requires a conclusion.
Claims don't require hypotheses. A
Oh,
hypothesis,
yes, it does. It is a hypothesis. A claim is a hypothesis.
a hypothesis is systematically prepared for falsification. It's a scientific term. So just because you make a claim doesn't mean that it reaches the level of a hypothesis.
A hypothesis is the reason why we have the scientific method. We have an idea about something that we have seen evidence in some way, shape, or form of. Then what we do, we go through a testing phase, and we try to disprove the hypothesis. If we cannot disprove it in a fair test repeatedly over and over and over again, we then come to a conclusion and a theory that is based upon fact and evidence. So if you're talking about an objective claim, yes, a claim can be objective, but it doesn't mean that it's a truth.
Yeah, I was just disputing your claim that all claims are hypotheses. They're not. A hypothesis is an educated assumption that you can test with evidence. It's systematically
You need to have
prepared for
evidence.
falsification.
You need to have evidence
But you don't need
to
to have
start the.
you don't need to
You
have
need to
evidence for a
have
claim.
some sort of evidence to start the the scientific method.
Right, but a claim is not necessarily scientific. So a claim is not
No,
necessarily a hypothesis.
no, a claim is a claim.
Yeah,
It's
just a
yeah.
claim. So you can make a claim that is not falsifiable. That just means
A
it doesn't
claim
rise
is
to the
not
level of a hypothesis.
objectivity, though.
You can make a claim about objectivity, which still fails to be a hypothesis.
It's not a truth claim, though.
Sure it is.
No.
So you're saying all truth claims are hypotheses?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the opposite.
Hey, you left.
What?
All
Stop. You stayed on for too long.
hypotheses are truth
Oh,
claims
golly.
based upon some form of evidence that we have seen. We wouldn't just go, okay, let's test to see if the green fairy can fly over the rainbow. That makes no sense because we've never seen a green fairy. So why would we even be interested in testing it? It needs to have a
You have to
a
test for the
relevance of
green fairy
truth.
first.
Exactly.
Sorry I left for so long. Life happened.
Welcome back.
Thanks. Anybody in the
Everyone
audience?
Donald.
left.
Yeah. Anybody in the audience, feel free to come on stage. I invited everybody. If you didn't get an invite somehow, just raise your hand. I'll be happy to bring you on stage. Love to have a conversation.
Hi, Donald. I remember you being on stereo a couple of years ago. If I'm
Yeah,
not mistaken.
a few times. It didn't really work out for me. I didn't like stereo so much. Getting called the N-word over and over and over for no reason kind of turned me off.
Oh yeah, with the Hebrew Israelites, they love to do that.
So, Ruben Chick, thank you for coming
Yes,
to the
sir.
room.
Thanks.
Oh man, we've talked before on this app also.
I think so. I have got a question for you, Mr. Donald.
Okay.
Regarding a deity.
Okay.
I've heard many people say that there's no evidence for a deity, right? Do you
That
agree
would
with
be
that?
true, yes.
How are you speaking about yourself only, or do you mean all people, billions of people have not been presented with the evidence of a deity?
There has been no evidence in the entire history of humankind presented that is even remotely similar to evidence for a deity.
Okay.
Why?
Can
Do you
you
think you
prove
have
it?
evidence?
Can you prove that claim?
Well, yeah, I've got like 2 or 3 years of me talking to theists on YouTube, and none of them have ever presented evidence that was even remotely similar to evidence for a deity.
Okay, so billions of people in the world, you're saying not a single one has the deity had been proven to them. Not one has this evidence. Is
No,
that your
yeah,
claim?
none of them have any evidence for the deity they believe in.
Okay. Can you prove it?
Yeah, I just told you I've got like 2 years of talking to theists on my channel, on my YouTube channel.
Why? I'm not. I don't understand why that would be evidence.
Well, I mean, that's just the last 2 years. I've spent my entire life talking to theists about God. Like, my entire life. I started when I was like 5 years old. And not a single one of them has ever produced even remotely anything even remotely similar to evidence for God. Iron Logic, feel free to come on stage. Lush, why are you in the
Okay.
audience?
So just because the people who have said something to you, they don't have the evidence, that means that a deity doesn't exist.
Well, it means there's no evidence for a deity, yeah.
I'm really confused now. Can
Do
you
you
help
have
me out
No,
how
evidence?
to
there's
take
no
this thing
no
left?
credible evidence. There's a difference between evidence and credible
I
evidence.
mean, there's not even evidence. But,
I don't think
Ruben
Don even heard your question legitimately. I
No,
don't think he listened to your
even
question legitimately.
Iron Logic, hang on
even
one second.
credible
Ruben
even credible evidence. I'm including credible evidence
there's
here
not
as
even
well.
evidence, much less credible evidence. So, Ruben, do you think you have evidence for a deity?
I do not.
Oh,
I don't believe I do.
okay. Iron Logic, how are you?
But just 1 minute though. I haven't
I'm
finished.
doing great. I'm doing
Okay.
great.
Okay, go ahead, Ruben.
Okay. So if a deity existing or not, or that evidence has been presented to any humans, there could be billions of people that
There's
that
been
evidence could
100
be
billion humans that
presented
have existed.
because you've how many people have you spoken to?
Tens of thousands.
Okay. How do you know by speaking to tens of thousands of people? How do you know or not that there are other people in the world where this deity has been presented?
Because
The
they'd be
evidence of someone.
famous. They'd be famous.
What about for whatever reason they've been told to keep it quiet right now?
Well, then I just haven't been presented with the evidence. So, I mean, as soon as they decide to let go of the evidence, I'll look at it.
Now I understand you saying that you haven't been presented with the evidence.
No one has ever been presented
I
with evidence for a god. No one ever.
Okay, I think we're on two. How do you know that information?
Because even the professional apologists say the exact same thing as I hear on Clubhouse and YouTube and TikTok. They all say the same things, and it's all bullshit.
What does TikTok got? I don't know.
I said
I'm really
professional apologists also. I didn't just say one thing.
I'm really lost here.
I don't understand how. Everybody who has ever presented evidence that they think demonstrates a God to exist has failed to demonstrate the God to exist. Every single human that has ever tried in the entire history of humankind has failed to demonstrate that God exists.
Okay, I'm parked up somewhere right now, right? And I see a woman walking around in her 30s. Okay, I'm asking myself, do I know? And it's impossible for me to be wrong that this woman has she been presented with the evidence of a deity or not?
I
Right?
don't require certainty.
I don't know, but you do know that she hasn't, right?
If she had evidence for a deity, she would be famous.
Is that not an assumption?
It's not an assumption. The Templeton would pay her $1 million.
Is it an assumption? It's not an assumption.
It's not an assumption. Templeton would pay her $1 million and make her famous. Have you ever heard of the Templeton Foundation?
How do you know for whatever reason a deity told her not to mention it to anybody?
Well, then the deity just doesn't want a relationship, so it can fuck off.
No, I don't think you're being logical on this point.
I am being logical because I also have physics. So physics shows that it's impossible to create anything, and if a deity doesn't create, then what does the deity do?
Are the answers what physics answers provisional?
No. Science is provisional. Physics is not. Physics is mostly math and experimentation.
But physics is still been discovered and uncovered. I mean, it's like that. Like it's still expanding. So basically, you can't say like, oh, you know all physics today. Like
I never
still
said we know
discovering
all
stuff.
physics. I never said we know all physics. But of the listen,
What's your limited
listen.
information?
I'm gonna move you to the audience if you don't shut up and listen. So listen.
Well, I'll be back.
Yeah, I'll bring you right back up. Oh, jeez. So anyway, no physics.
That was a good one. You left before you could kick it.
I was gonna bring him right back up. I always do. If they can't control themselves, I gotta get them to shut up somehow. So Iron Logic. Listen, the physics, the fundamental physics that we understand today is going to be the same in 1,000 years. The physics is not provisional.
Okay, if anybody's interested in this, do some research yourself and ask the question: is physics provisional?
Oh my God!
Ask: is it impossible for what physics answers now to be wrong?
I never said that. I never said that. I never fucking said that. But provisional is different from it might be wrong. But what I said was, of the fundamental physics that we understand today, they will be the same in 1,000 years. Maybe we'll understand them a little better, but the fundamental physics that we understand today will be the same in 1,000 years.
Provisional means it can change.
Provisional means that you don't accept it, you fail to reject it. That's what provisional means. That's not what physics is. Physics has proof because it's mathematics.
Okay, I understand about mathematics, yes.
Yes, physics is mathematics.
Everything?
Yeah, physics is all mathematics and experimentation. You use math in the experimentation, though, but there's other stuff. But I'm just talking about, like, the mathematical physics.
So okay, so, yeah, so to my understanding, physics is not mathematics.
What? What is it then?
It's physics.
Yeah, it's a mathematical description of how the universe works. That's math.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm not convinced with your claim that
you just don't understand physics. Then
that deities, you know that a deity, if it exists, has not been proven to somebody. Not one person. I don't have an answer.
I do.
Well, your answers. Your answer doesn't sit well with me.
Well, I mean, I don't care how you feel about it. It's the truth.
I'm open that a deity exists or doesn't exist, and I'm also open that there's evidence being presented to humanity about a deity as well.
What is it? Show it to me.
Well, I'm not. I'm open to both. I don't.
Oh, so you've never been presented with evidence that for the existence of a deity. You've never been presented with that evidence.
I've not been presented with the evidence.
Oh, neither have I. And I've been actively searching for 40 fucking years.
Oh Lord, this is an R-rated show.
Yeah, it's for adults only.
Hey Donald.
Yeah.
What's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Go good.
Hey,
how are you?
For 40 years.
I'm always the same.
40 years you got sent to God.
El Normo, I'm always the same. How are you? Oh, I already asked that.
Chilling. What's that about yesterday?
Something happened yesterday?
No, I thought I heard you say yesterday. Maybe I misheard.
No. Iron Logic, did you have something you wanted to talk about?
No. Yeah, so Donald, I was asking you, so right now you said that basically you spent 40 years trying to find God?
Yeah.
Well, that's how you know God exists, and for some reason, I don't know why y'all atheists love to talk about God, search for him. I don't see you guys.
I'll tell you why.
Wait, let me land. Can I land?
You already asked me a question.
I never see you guys. No, wait, I'm trying to land. Let me finish.
You asked me the question.
I don't see you guys out there trying to. Can I land? I'm almost like a couple words to land.
You already put a question mark on the end.
So I don't see you guys out there by your mattress just trying to catch the tooth fairy. Like, it's crazy. I don't see you like.
Yeah, I'll tell you why.
I know that God exists.
I'll tell you why. See that shit about the tooth fairy. You didn't even need to add that. You just wasted time with that. So listen to me. I'll tell you why. Because people who believe in the tooth fairy are not trying to change my laws, government, and schools based on their fucking religious opinions. Christians are.
I'm Jewish.
So that should show you that God exists, because now people trying to change your laws, not
No,
according to this, I'm show you that there is a
just
force.
stop.
There's a
No,
force
no,
that's pushing it, right?
stop. No, just because somebody believes something strong enough that they're willing to change the government for it doesn't mean that thing exists. That's like a logical fallacy. That's stupid.
Some so powerful to change governments. Like that sounds like an almighty to me.
I don't want them to put their religious opinions in my government.
A philosophy that can
Well,
change
I mean,
governments
if
more than the
wait,
military.
but Dave Donald, if you can put your opinions in, why can't they put their opinions
I'm not putting my opinions in.
in? You don't vote.
I do vote, but that's not changing
So
my government, schools, and
that's
laws.
that's literally how you change your government, schools, and laws.
No, it's not
Yes.
lobbying.
Yeah, you
Lobbying.
vote for your
Stop.
you vote for what do you mean
Stop.
stop? You vote for a representative. The
Fuck off,
representative writes
dude.
the law. Well, that's not an argument.
Listen to me. I'll bring you right back up as soon as you fucking learn how to control yourself. Now listen. Voting is not changing your government. Lobbyists. Money changes the government, schools, and laws. That's what changes the government, schools, and laws. Lobbyists. I don't even remember who you were. You may not even be here anymore. I'll just reinvite everybody up. He may have left.
In other words, money.
Yes, money is what changes government, schools, and laws. And I don't want the fucking religious folk destroying my Constitution, because I like the Constitution the way it is. Mostly. It needs a few tweaks, but that's why we have amendments. But I don't want you to amend away the separation of church and state. It's very important to me. Because if it wasn't for the erosion of the separation of church and state right now, Hermes would be in America.
That's right. I'd be eating my
I would say
tacos in Texas.
Fuck
I
yeah.
would say that's a biblical concept. But
What, Iron?
we'll talk about that. I said that's a biblical concept. Like they separated. I mean, the priesthood from the government. I mean, because you're a tribe of Judah, you got the Levites, so it was a separation. I'm saying that you see today, and they took value, like in America that you love, in the Constitution. They took biblical stuff. I mean, to make the Constitution. The United States was built off of, I don't know if you heard about this, but Christian values.
That's false. Show me one Christian value that's in the Constitution. Go ahead.
All right, you go to it. It's got all in there, man.
Yeah, show me one. If there's so many of them, show me one Christian value that's in the Constitution. Just one, besides slavery. Shucks. There's so many of them that you can't even name fucking one. I'm smoking a cigarette.
Why do people lie like that?
I know there's some discriminatory things in the Constitution.
Like what?
Some positions, some jobs in the USA, the Constitution discriminates based on national origin.
Can you expound on that?
Black people are 3/5 of a human being.
I'm reading. I want to read this to him. I'm driving real quick. I'm reading it to you real quick. So this is going to be the Declaration of Independence, not the Constitution. It says, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights." It's like that. You can sit there and read this. Not me all across. Not me our nations. Not me stuff. Not me. It's like that. Whatever, they got all kind of God stuff all through it. Creator, God. It's even on your money.
Well, most of the founders. Okay, well, so there's a lot of things
Donald
there.
didn't know that.
Well, hold on.
I need to say some good stuff, but
Hold
Donald
on.
didn't know that.
Hold on. Well, hold on. Most of the founders were deists. They didn't prescribe to the Christian version of God. Some of them did, but a majority of them were just general deists, where they believed in a deity, right? And "In God We Trust" wasn't added until, I want to say, 1950, or it might have been the 1960s,
1952.
when the Cold War was ramping up right after World War II. So those are two things.
It was 1952 when it was added to the money. Pretty close to that when it was added to
Thank you,
the.
Donald.
Yeah, pretty close to that when it was added to the Pledge of Allegiance also, because the Pledge of Allegiance didn't originally have that part in it about God. It was added later.
In fact, there's several things in the Constitution which discriminate. So you have to be a president of the United States. You have to be a citizen born in the USA or born to U.S. Citizen parents. You have to be 35, and you have to have been a resident in the U.S. for at least 14 years.
Why are we talking about the
Yes.
qualifications for
That's,
running for president?
That's pretty discriminatory.
No, it's not.
that's the Bible too. God says,
Would you want a foreigner? Would you
don't let
want a
nobody rule over
foreigner
you.
as president of your
That's not
country?
porn.
I wouldn't want a foreigner as president of my country.
That comes straight out the Bible too. It says, "Don't let no foreigner reign over you." You know what I mean, or rule over you. You know what I mean? The same thing.
Well, it's not
Same law
that.
America
It's
says.
just
Like,
that it's not that. It has
same
nothing to
law
do with
America
that.
says.
Dude,
You're
Iron,
welcome.
Iron, hold on, Iron. Slow down. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the culture and the attitude of the country. A foreigner has no idea what the culture and the attitude of the American society is. Someone who was born here and lived here for 14 years has an idea. That's why.
No, that's not true. Because
Whatever.
that's true. How come a foreigner can run for governor? And because we had Arnold Schwarzenegger
Is there
become a
anything that
governor of
you can do about
California.
your audio? It is really bad.
So
But Arnold Schwarzenegger became a citizen of the United States, I think, or he was naturalized.
Plus, he was a governor, not a president. I don't know if you know
leadership,
that
so
there's
he
a
can
difference
get.
between running a state and
I
running a
know, I
country.
know. Well, all y'all said, he said a foreigner would not know all the laws and rules.
That's not what I
I
said. That's
showed
not at
you.
all
Okay,
what I said. I never said any
don't
of
move,
that.
don't move,
I never said any
don't
of
move
that.
the
Stop.
goalposts.
Stop
Don't
talking.
move the
Stop
goalposts.
talking. Stop talking. Stop fucking talking. You lied about what I
I
said,
ain't
and
got
I
a
don't
demon.
want you to continue
I ain't
after
got
you
a
lied.
demon.
Stop fucking talking. I said culture and society and what was the other thing? Attitude, I think. I didn't say anything about laws and rules, Dick. I'm gonna get in ice water because you're a fucking liar. You're a fucking liar.
Well, you can have somebody living in the
I got
United States of America longer and more knowledgeable about U.S. culture than somebody much younger than themselves. You know, so that doesn't mean anything to me. But the Constitution does discriminate clearly on three things. Imagine going into a supermarket and asking for a job, and it says, "Where are you from?" "Oh, I'm from Nigeria." Or "We don't want you here," or along the lines of that. It would hit the news, but the Constitution, it's clearly the Constitution. So I'm just saying, I'm just calling that out. That's all. I'm from England. I could apply for a job here. I'm outside of McDonald's. They could say, "We don't want you. Where are you from?" "Outside of England." We don't want your type here. You can't. We don't want you working here. But anyway, Donald has made the claim that no deity, there's no evidence for a deity. Um, Although I believe that, I'm not willing to make the claim like Donald does. But I do believe it. If you just stick with belief, that's okay with me. But if you make the claims that you know something to be true and it's impossible for you to be wrong, that's when I'll continue talking to you and asking you questions. Hey, where's Mr. Enigma gone? Can anybody else prove that a deity is not spoken to any human on Earth? Billions of people, not one person. How do I know or not that an 8-year-old little girl in a Bolivian shantytown has not had this deity presented to her, and for whatever reason she's been told to be quiet? How do I know that or not? I don't know either way, right? So because of that, I'm not willing to make the claim. This little girl, if that's true, she does have the evidence, and the deity has presented itself to her,
Dude, I
and
told you
she
I
has the
also have
evidence.
physics. Physics dismisses all possible creators. So deities,
Yeah,
if they don't create,
physics is provisional.
what?
Physics is provisional.
Oh my
It
god.
seems. Hey, you said God.
Oh, fuck off.
Donald,
You piece of
Donald.
fucking shit. You get to get moved to the audience now because you pulled the stupidest, dumbest thing a fucking theist can do. That's just a cultural fucking idiom, you piece of shit. You stay in the audience. Fuck off.
That was NASA astronaut Reed Wiseman, now providing a science sit rep as he is away from the windows most of the time. He is working as the support person along with Jeremy Hansen in the spacecraft, as Victor Glover and Christina Cook are now at windows 2 and 3, able to photograph the moon. Christina and Victor are also providing recorded information to their portable computing.
Oh, everybody else laughed. Ruben Chick, do you want to have a fucking civil conversation? Because I can only put you in the audience once, and then I have to make somebody else a moderator to get you back up here. That was a shitty move you pulled. Welcome, P. Mars. Thank you for coming by. Feel free to come on stage. Hello, P. Mars. How are you today?
Go to hell, you piece of shit.
Hell doesn't exist, you dumbass. He actually came in here just to say that. What a dumbass. Alright, I'm watching the shuttle. Hermes, you want to talk about anything? Hermes not around.
Will describe Southern Dark Annular.
I'm listening to...
Heard.
Oh, hey.
Reed, just
What's up?
I've been watching all of these new sightings of unidentified craft. Have you seen that lately?
Nope.
I'm talking like within the last 2 weeks.
Nope.
Oh my god, dude, it's like all over the news.
Couldn't care less.
You know,
They're unidentified. Nobody knows what they are.
Exactly.
Yep. Nobody knows what they are.
But I do.
No, you don't. Nobody knows what they are.
They're
Otherwise, they
my
wouldn't be
brothers
unidentified, and you'd be
and
famous.
sisters coming from the Pleiades to come get me.
It's pronounced Pleiades. Have you been hitting the tequila today yet?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
I need to buy some. They got some great tequila here.
I'll bet. Is it still Sunday or is it Monday? I guess it's Monday. I wonder if Leslie would let me get some liquor. It's been a little while since I drank, but not very long. Carlos, welcome. Feel free to come on stage. I'd love to have a conversation with you. So Hermes, unless you want to talk about something other than UFOs, I'm going to watch the NASA stuff.
Did they make it around the moon?
It's getting big in the window, but they're not there yet. They won't get to the slingshot moment until 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But it's getting big. It's at least, I don't know, 15% bigger from when I started watching it 3 hours ago. Might even be more than that now. Carlos, welcome to the stage. Thank you for coming up. How are you today?
Hey, I'm good. You?
I am always the same. Thank you for asking.
Cool.
A little less shittier than normal, considering we got people going around the moon today.
For real?
Yeah, buddy.
So what's the I mean, you've been doing these rooms a lot. Like, what's the best argument you've ever heard?
Look at the trees.
You must have heard better than that.
Nope. That's the best they got. And it's garbage. All arguments for God are fallacious or just unsound. You cannot construct a valid and sound argument for God. It's impossible.
Is it possible for them to be rational?
Not in their belief in God, no, because there's no reasons to believe in God. You gotta have a reason to believe. You gotta have a reason to believe something for the belief to be rational. There
I
are
mean, even if
absolutely
you don't,
zero rational reasons to believe in God. What?
I think even if you don't agree with theists, I think like you could at least like say what serves as like the best argument, like maybe the design argument or maybe
Oh,
fine tuning.
there is no fine tuning. There is no design. What are you talking about?
Well, fine tuning has a basis in science at least.
False.
So,
They made that shit up, and I can demonstrate it to be true.
okay, well,
Would you like to look at my
I
chart? I have this nifty little
I'd
chart.
rather just defer to the actual experts in the field.
The experts don't agree that there is any kind of fine tuning in the universe.
No, but that's fine. But it does have a basis in science.
It
It's not like it's
doesn't.
completely
It's a
made up.
lie. They made it up. Look, I'll show you. If you just can you click on a link?
If they're debating it,
They're
like
not.
it,
It's not being
well,
debated.
I thought you said that they were debating it.
Only the theists are debating it. Here,
Only the theists.
yeah, only the theists. Click on this link, okay? Can you click on the link? I posted it in
What's
chat.
this?
Click on that link, and I'll click on it with you. It's just a Google search result.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, it's sorry, it's a magazine. It's an article. So go down to the
Yeah,
second.
no, I'd rather not, because like you're not an expert, and this is just like some article, like you said. Like I'd rather
Well,
go
okay.
to.
So listen, this is a magazine article, but the data that they use that
Yeah,
can you let me finish a sentence, please, sir? I would really like that a lot. You haven't done that much yet. So listen. All of the data that they use to compile this chart is peer-reviewed data. So this is a scientific source. So I don't know why you wouldn't look at the evidence. That's weird.
Well, I don't think this is a controversial point. Like, I'm not saying that fine tuning is like I believe in fine tuning, even at the scientific level. All I said is it has a basis in science.
It does not. They made that shit up, and this chart proves it. If you would just click on the link, I can demonstrate it. But
Yeah,
you won't look at the evidence. You refuse to look at the evidence.
Yeah, I don't consider it an article evidence. I'd
It's
rather
okay.
a
So the
journal.
chart is peer-reviewed data.
Yeah, well, then you should be able to show me a paper from a journal.
Okay, so this compiled data from many, many journals. So there's not going to be one paper that has this data because it's compiled from many, many journals.
Yeah, well, I'd rather just go to the journal. That's more.
You're going to have to read 100 journals to get this data. Or you could just click on this link.
Or I could just go to the experts.
This was compiled by an expert.
Okay, so I
this
just
is
typed
from
in
an expert.
So I've just typed in, does fine-tuning have a basis in physics? It says yes. The concept of fine-tuning
What
has
says yes? AI says yes? I couldn't give a fuck about AI. Carlos, stop. You must stop. Honest. Fucking stop. I couldn't care less what fucking AI says. Okay? I don't know if you know it or not, but I muted you.
It goes to the consensus.
No, it doesn't. It goes by whatever the fuck is online. Fucking a decade ago. So AI is useless when it comes to actual physics. This is actual physics. You think that AI is more reliable than actual physics?
No, I didn't say that.
Okay, then why won't you look at the actual...
Excuse
me. Why won't you look at the actual physics instead of running to AI?
Because you didn't give me an actual source that I'm happy with. That's why.
You haven't looked at the source.
Well, you told me it was an article. I'm not going to take an article. Articles are not, like, evidence.
It's an article that presents peer-reviewed data. The data is peer-reviewed.
That's fine. I'm not going to look at an article.
You're not going to look at peer-reviewed fucking data? You're not going to look at peer-reviewed data?
I've heard actual physicists talk about fine-tuning.
Who?
So for you to say
who?
Daniel, what's his name? I can't remember the name off the top of my head.
Oh, well, until you tell me the name of a physicist that you heard fine... Excuse me, I was in the middle of a sentence there. Until you give me the name of a physicist who talks about fine-tuning as though it's a thing, it's not a thing. So cite your source. Give me one single physicist. Give me a single physicist who thinks fine-tuning is a problem.
Okay, so the concept of fine-tuning has a significant basis in modern physics,
What's your
where it is
source?
generally
What's your source?
generally
What's your source? What's your
it's
source?
generally understood.
What's your source?
I haven't finished. I haven't
But what's your
finished.
source? I don't care
I haven't
I don't
finished.
give it. Okay, listen. I don't give a shit about you finishing until you tell me what your source is. You bitched about my source. I'm just returning the favor. What the fuck is your source? I posted my source. You haven't posted your source. I'm guessing it's a fucking AI overview. So until you give me a physics source from a physicist who says that fine-tuning is such a big problem in the universe that we need a fucking God, it's not a problem. I don't know if you know it or not, but I muted you. God, you're aggravating. I'm going to go smoke a cigarette while you look for your source.
So I just typed in what is the source for this information. It says the information is provided on fine-tuning is grounded in peer-reviewed scientific literature, theoretical physics, and historical observations. Key sources include fundamental physics and technical naturalness. The concept that the physical theories should be natural, not requiring extreme cancellations, is a cornerstone of modern particle physics. The hierarchy problem, renormalization, the cosmological constants. This is all Stanford Encyclopedia, philosophy, ARXIV preprints, Cambridge University Press. Just Six Numbers by Martin Rees, 2000. Fortunate Universe by Geraint Lewis and Luke Barnes, 2016. And the Anthropic Cosmological Principle by Barrett and Tipler, 1986. There's many sources. I mean, this is not even controversial. I mean, I'm not even wanting to discuss a more important thing, but we get kind of hung up on silly things.
Any luck, Carlos, finding that source?
Yeah, there was many.
Okay, give me one.
So we've got. Who should we give you?
Post the paper in chat. The peer-reviewed paper in chat.
It's not a paper.
Oh, well, then I don't accept it as evidence because you didn't accept my peer-reviewed data that was presented in an article as evidence. So your not peer-reviewed data is not evidence.
Yeah, but all I have to say is that
there's not a yeah but here.
All I have to
Stop
say.
Talking, motherfucker. So listen, you're muted again. So
it has a basis in science.
Stop talking. I'm gonna move you to the fucking audience. You do that one more goddamn time. So listen. If you don't accept my peer-reviewed data that's presented in a magazine article, then I'm not going to accept your not peer-reviewed data at all. Do you see how that works? If you don't accept my data...
The fact that you provided what you're saying as a scientific source...
Yes, it's a scientific
source. About the topic of fine-tuning...
Yes, it's about fine-tuning.
Means that fine-tuning has a basis in science.
No, it's about how it's not fine-tuned, actually. See, it says the fine-tuning.
Obviously, they're debating it in science, which means
Did you even read the link? It says the not-so-fine-tuning of the universe.
What do you think it means to say something has a basis in science?
That there is some fact that supports the assertion.
Yeah.
That's not true about fine-tuning.
The cosmological constants is the fact.
You can't demonstrate. But you can't demonstrate that it's finely tuned. Demonstrate that it's finely tuned.
Yeah, but you said that all you need is a fact.
That supports the assertion. The fact does not support the assertion of fine-tuning.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. Okay, so demonstrate that it's finely tuned. Go ahead.
It's not to say that it is finely tuned. It's to say
so it does not support the assertion. Thank you for demonstrating me to be right. And you to be wrong. You just demonstrated yourself to be wrong.
It supports the hypothesis, dummy.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't support the hypothesis at all.
Yes, it does.
No, how? How is the universe finely tuned?
So you don't know about the cosmological constant?
I know about the cosmological constant. I just have never seen a single shred of data that shows that it's finely tuned in any way.
This is like non-controversial. I mean, why should
That
I
is
have to
false
school you
because
on
I have
this?
an article right here that says that there is no fine tuning in the universe. So it is apparently false.
How does the
And you have no source that
God
says there is fine tuning in the universe, at least not from physics.
Yeah, I don't debate. I don't debate
Yo,
science. I
what's
Jai
debate
good,
Reese,
niggas?
welcome.
opinions.
Welcome to the room.
What's up? What's up?
Hey, how's it going?
What are you guys talking about?
The not so finely tuned universe. He won't click on my data, even though he says that because my peer-reviewed data is presented in a magazine, it's not adequate. But he wants to present AI Google overview as evidence
Well, I'm
instead.
just appealing to the
The fuck is you
consensus.
niggas talking about, bro?
I'd rather you
Talking
not
about the
use that
consensus.
word on YouTube, please.
Oh, you
The
guys are on
cosmolo-
YouTube. I'm
Yeah, it's
the
sorry.
in the
cos
I'm
title.
sorry.
so the
I'm sorry.
cosmological
I'm sorry.
constants. The cosmological constants support fine-tuning by demonstrating that
What's
fundamental
your
physical
source?
values
What's your
are
source? What's your
balanced
source?
on a
Stop!
on a
Stop!
knife
You
edge.
must fucking stop, you dick! What is your goddamn source? Tell me your source, or I don't care about your data. You're muted again. You have to stop when I tell you to stop.
No, you don't stop me. I'm giving you the explanation. You wanted some
No. I want your
non-controversial
source.
explanation.
Motherfucker, you're muted. I want your
You
source.
wanted a non.
I want your source.
You want to waste people's time.
You're the one wasting time not giving me a source. You're the one wasting
I
time.
don't need to give. Do I need to give you a source for like the
Yes.
Earth is round? Do I
No,
need to do
that
that?
there's finely tuning. That there's fine tuning in the universe. That's the source I'm looking for. I don't care about the planet. I've measured the
What do
planet.
you think? Let me ask you a question. What do you think it means to say that fine tuning has a basis in science?
I've already
What do you
answered this
think that
question. I
means?
don't like to repeat myself. Do you want me to repeat myself? Because I'll do it louder.
Go on, do it louder.
To have a support from science means that there is a fact that supports the hypothesis.
You do need a source for the planet being round.
No, well,
Look
I've
on
measured
PTR.
it. I've measured it personally.
Don't see him, man. Come on.
I've personally measured the planet. It's curved. So, Carlos, all you have to do is give me your source. That's. I mean, I don't know
I
why
don't
this
have
is
to
so
give you
hard.
source
Lush, I
for
don't know why, but I can't
non-controversial
invite you up.
things. I don't need to give you
Hey,
sources
Hermes, are you
for
around? Can I make you a
non-controversial
moderator so that you
things.
can invite Lush up, please? I don't know why I can't invite her up.
You probably threw her down way too many times.
No, I never. I don't think I ever throw Lush down. Maybe. Hermes, are you around?
So you guys are talking about fine tuning?
Well, that there is no fine tuning.
Fine tuning at least has a basis in science, and
What is the
somehow we've
basis in
got into
science?
a
Give me
huge
the basis in science.
somehow we've gotten into a huge debate. And it's not to say that fine tuning is true. It's just to say that it has a basis
What
in
is that
science.
basis?
It's just to say that it's discussed in science.
It's not.
And he
That's a
literally
lie. You're
he
lying.
literally
You're
posted
lying. You're
what
lying.
he says
Give me one
is peer
physics source. You
reviewed.
still haven't given me one physics source. So
Your
if you
own.
can't give me a physics source,
Your
then
own.
it's clear. Shut up. If you can't give me a physics source,
I'll
then
give
it's
the
shut
one that you
up.
posted.
Oh my fucking Christ. If you can't give me a physics source that says that there is fine tuning in the universe, then it's obviously not controversial that there is not fine tuning in the universe, because it is not discussed in physics circles. It's discussed in theology circles.
So you posted a theology
No,
link,
I posted science.
and they were talking about fine tuning.
That it's not finely tuned. See, it's right there in the fucking. It's
So
in the link.
it has a basis in science.
No,
Your
it
own
doesn't.
link
The
proves
not
it.
so fine tuning of the universe, not finely tuned, so it has no basis in science. Oh my God, what is wrong with
Right.
you?
They don't discuss it in science. Maybe philosophy, maybe theology, but like there's no scientists doing science research and
And,
Yeah, that's
fine
not
tuning.
true. CM doesn't know what he's talking about, Donald. He's
well,
a retard, slow boy.
you cannot
Oh
use that
god.
word on
This
YouTube, so I'm
fucking
gonna
Oh,
have to
sorry.
block you from the room, buddy. I'm sorry, but it's YouTube.
This guy's he's a master troll. So,
Oh man, I've known him since I first started on Clubhouse. He's fine. He's harmless. He
So
just
like
likes to cause trouble.
the difference with BCM, like you say, like psychophysical harmony. Psychophysical harmony definitely doesn't have a basis in science. Like this notion of harmony
Neither does
doesn't.
fine tuning, because you can't
But
show me where the
the
basis is.
cosmological constants serve
CM, can I make
the
you a moderator so that
hypothesis.
you can invite Lush up, please?
sure.
Just don't in the room randomly and don't kick people without permission.
I mean, I want to go watch that little moon landing. Moon landing.
Well,
Moon
invite Lush up
flyby.
first before you go. I'm watching it right now. It's not going to land. It's just slingshotting.
Yeah, they're supposed to go offline for like 40 minutes or something.
Yeah, that's why they're behind the moon.
Well, anyways, Carlos. I mean, so yeah, I agree. Also, psychophysical harmony has no basis in science. Like, it's not discussed in science, but neither is fine tuning. Like I said, maybe
Nah.
philosophers, maybe, of course, like theologians discuss this stuff.
Let me tell you something.
There's no like scientists really discussing this in the capacity of science.
Yeah.
Scientists could like step outside of science and discuss it, of course.
Carlos, I studied physics for 30 years. And I didn't hear about the fine-tuning problem until I started studying apologetics. So it's not discussed in science at all. And if you just click on this link and read the fucking article, you'd know also.
Yeah, well, you posted something that was scientific and it's talking about fine tuning, so it
It's
just proves
talking
my
about
point.
how it's not fine-tuned. Dumbass.
I think what Carlos is trying to say is maybe that it uses science, which is like, yeah, even like a lot of atheists and stuff do give like the fine tuning argument more credit because it at least tries to use science and data and stuff. It's not like just some pure philosophy argument. They think like just a philosophical argument is going to prove God. So maybe it uses science, but again, one of the critiques I have of that is theists are the first to tell you you cannot prove science. You cannot use science to disprove God.
Yep.
I mean, they'll remind
so you
you of
can't
that
use
every
science to
second.
prove God either.
Exactly, but then they turn around and try to use science to prove God. Like they'll never let you forget you cannot use science to disprove God.
If I can't put God in a test tube, neither can you.
But then the fine tuning is they completely forget that you can't use it to disprove it, and they try to use science to prove it. So
see, it says here in theoretical physics, fine-tuning describes a situation where the parameters of a model must be adjusted with extreme precision to match the experimental
Yeah, but that's about
data.
models. That's not about the universe. That's about our description of the universe. You don't know what you're talking about. That's
fine.
reification
Theoretical
fallacy.
physics.
So listen, Carlos, that's a reification fallacy. What you're doing is you're taking the map and confusing it for the territory. Yes, we have models that have to have parameters that are set at a certain thing that we can't calculate. But that doesn't mean that we'll never be able to calculate them. It just means we can't calculate them right now. Like the spin of the electron used to be something that we didn't know how to calculate. So we wrote it in. We finally tuned it into the model. I'm almost done. Honest. So we just had to add in the right number for the charge of the electron. Now that we have quantum physics, we have been able to calculate it. So just because we can't calculate it now doesn't mean we won't be able to calculate it in the future.
I think you misunderstood my position. So I'm not actually convinced by the fine tuning. I don't think it's necessarily a thing. I think maybe
I know you said this like 5 times. I get that.
Maybe
you can stop saying it now because I got it the first time.
I'm saying something different. Can you let me finish? I let you finish.
Just stop repeating yourself and go ahead.
I'm not repeating myself.
Go ahead.
I'm having to stop you from
interrupting
me. Yeah, so it could be that if you change the physical constants, that there wouldn't be some collapse. Maybe if you change one of the constants, they all change in unison or like in relation to each other, and it still provides something that's stable.
See, this is exactly what my chart shows.
I'm not wedded to any particular position. All I'm saying is that things like psychophysical harmony, as I mentioned, and God don't have a basis in science. They're not being discussed in science. They have literally no basis in science. But the fine tuning does.
False. That's a lie. That is a fucking lie. No. Stop right there. Stop right there. You fucking lied. No, it is not. It is not being. Show me one physics source that talks about finely tuned universe, not models. Universe.
Your link does.
No, it doesn't. It says not finely tuned. Not finely tuned.
So it has to. Yeah, so it has to talk. So it has to talk about fine tuning to negate it, right?
Yes, we have to invoke your model to disprove your model.
It's not my model.
You're the one that presented it, so it's your model for now.
Okay, it's not my model. I don't believe in fine tuning.
I know. Stop saying that. I got it the first 5 times. God damn it. I'm just saying it's your model because if you would shut up while I'm talking. If you would just shut up while I'm talking. Good God, man, if you would just shut up while I'm talking, this would not be a misunderstanding. If you would just shut up. Oh my fucking Christ! I'm sick of it.
Has he gone for a cigarette? Yeah, so obviously it's not my model. Just that it has some basis in science. It's being discussed, and obviously you'd have to discuss it to negate it. So his own source that he posted, which he said is a scientific source, not a theological one, proves my
Hello,
point.
what's up?
Should be able to just move on.
Hello, everyone.
Again, Carlos, I think there it's like philosophers and theologians mainly. They're trying to use some scientific data, but it's not discussed like in science. There's no journals. There's no scientific journals that publish papers on like the fine tuning argument.
No, no, I
It's
get that. I get
philosophers,
that. Yeah,
and
I
they're
agree
just
with that.
like cherry picking scientific stuff and like trying to and putting some science words and like graphs in their thing, trying to like appear like it's scientific or whatever, but it's
Hmm.
not discussing science. Like not science, but they use scientific stuff for sure.
Do
Just
they
they're
actually
trying to
do they actually use the term fine tuning or in reference to the cosmological constants?
like scientists in or in
Hmm.
science.
Yeah,
No,
scientists.
not at all. Not saying like what Donald said. This whole the idea of fine tuning is usually just try to infer some tune error. This is like a theological argument more. I also never heard of fine tuning until like I saw it on YouTube. I never like heard of it in school or any science like any science resource. I heard about it around the same time I heard of intelligent design and like again arguments for God. It's but like scientists
Whenever a physicist is talking about fine tuning, they're talking.
also because
Oh, sorry, you cut out, buddy. Ooh,
confirmation bias.
you cut out there a lot. All we heard was confirmation bias.
I am willing to be corrected on this.
Sorry,
That
go ahead.
Yeah,
Can you guys hear me?
you cut out for about 10 seconds, yeah,
Yeah.
or 10, 15 seconds. But yeah, I'm happy to be corrected on this, and obviously I don't just accept whatever Google AI has to say, but I actually thought this was
Dude, you
non-controversial.
are rejecting my
Yeah,
peer-reviewed data
I
for
know,
AI Google.
I accept it,
Oh,
I
okay.
accept it.
Well, then it
Yeah,
says that there's no fine tuning in the universe.
yeah, but it had to talk about fine-tuning to negate it, so that it proves my point.
No, it
The
doesn't.
only point I was
That's a
making.
stupid fucking thing to say. Just so you know, you should never repeat that to anybody ever again. That's how stupid that was to say. That's
Well, I
dumb.
asked,
You have to invoke what you're testing to test it. You have
Do
to,
you, look,
no matter
can I ask you a
what.
different question? Can I ask you a different question? Do you think that they would have been able to have done the same thing? You know, where they say there's no fine tuning. Do you think they would do the same thing for God and say there's no God?
I don't think scientists care or physicists care about God. In their spare time, they argue with theists sometimes, but they usually quit quickly because theists are violent and vicious psychopaths. At
So,
least the
so why is it?
apologists. At least the apologists.
So why is it you think that they don't care about God, but they do care about fine tuning?
They don't care about fine tuning. That's what we've been
Well, they
trying to tell you this whole time.
no. But you're not following. Like your link shows that they don't. Like I asked you, would they? Your link, would they do the same thing for God? And you said no, they don't care about God. They wouldn't do something like that. But they did do something like that for fine tuning. So my question is, why don't they care about God, but they do care about fine tuning enough to
Well, because
do a paper?
fine tuning is falsifiable. We can falsify that shit.
Right.
We can't falsify every definition of God because there's 8.5 billion of them.
Okay. Well, you could just talk about some intelligence behind everything. I mean, they could just refute that, right?
Yeah, they've done that.
Oh, they've done
Oh yeah.
actual scientific papers refuting
Well, no, they
intelligence.
don't care because it makes no testable predictions They just don't care about it.
So you'd say that intelligent design has no basis in science?
Yeah, intelligent design was made up whole cloth by the creationist community.
Okay, and do you think scientists would publish papers refuting intelligent design?
Yes, papers have been published refuting intelligent design.
Okay, so that's kind of analogous to the
I'm
fine-tuning
surprised
then.
that you're just aware of that, Carlos.
Sorry?
Is that's something that's a question you would ask?
It's part of a series of questioning if you hadn't paid attention. Like, it's analogous to the fine-tuning that we're already talking about.
Maybe even 9 billion. And there's been 100 billion humans. I'm sure there's been 100 billion gods.
Yeah, so if something is being debated by scientists such that they have to refute things, then it has a basis in science.
No, it's
That's
just to
all
get
I'm
the
saying.
theists to shut up and get their shit out of the government. That's all they're doing. All they're doing
I
is
agree.
listen. All they're doing is refuting the things that can be refuted. And every time
I
that the
agree.
theist, especially the apologist, puts forward a piece of evidence that they think demonstrates their God, it's refuted quickly and easily, even by the smallest of interrogations.
I mean, I don't know if it matters, but I did type in a question. Do scientists use the term fine-tuning? And what
For
it
their
does
models,
say
yeah.
is, yeah, what it says is, yes, scientists, particularly physicists, cosmologists, and astrophysicists, use the term fine-tuning to describe the observation that fundamental constants and initial conditions of the universe
What's your source on this?
fall within an exceedingly narrow and life-permitting range.
Stop! Dude, when I
Oh,
ask you to cite your source, you have to stop talking and cite your fucking source.
I just told you what I did. I typed in a question.
Into AI?
Yes.
So this was a fucking AI overview? Don't ever recite a fucking AI overview in my goddamn room ever again, fucker. That's insulting as
Who the fuck are you
shit.
talking to?
I'm
Who the
talking to
fuck are
you,
you talking to?
Carlos. You,
Who the
Carlos.
fuck are you talking?
Shut up. You're the one that recited an AI overview after refusing to accept my peer-reviewed data. You piece of shit. You are a double standard having piece of shit.
Imagine I did that for flat Earth. Would you have the same outrage?
If you did what for flat Earth?
Typed in a question asking, do scientists discuss flat Earth?
I wouldn't accept an AI review for that either.
Well, you'd lose your shit too.
If you
Like
tried to recite an AI overview about flat Earth in my room, if you weren't a flat Earther, fuck yeah, I'd bitch at you.
If anyone like had the time or could be bothered to like go into like scientific evidence as to why the Earth is round, they can do
I've
that.
measured it.
Or they could, or they can just ask the question: is this a consensus view? And it's
But
it's
AI
either going to
doesn't
say yes or
understand
no.
physics, man. AI doesn't understand physics. Trust me, I have many conversations with AI about physics, and they don't understand unless you train it to understand physics. You have to make sure that it goes to physics sources, that it uses peer-reviewed papers and textbooks. You can't just use AI generally to answer a specific physics question.
Yeah, Chat
It's
GBT
not a
or
specific physics.
It is.
like
It's a very specific one.
I don't know which AI you're using, Carlos, but the thing is that any sort of AI is pre-programmed to recite any sort of sources, and like this is especially the case when talking about God, is that they'll refer to the what is referenced by theologians as if it carries any sort of weight
It's
against the
definitely
logic that
biased.
you're. Yeah, and it's like I've experienced this before, where it's like specifically they've like I've had this before where AI has literally moved the goalposts when
Oh
I
yeah.
said before that
And
where I've said
it
I've already
equivocates, it
granted this.
conflates, it commits all kinds of logical
I've
fallacies.
already
It's a
granted
useless
this.
fucking source. It's a useless fucking source.
I've already granted this.
Then don't use it in my fucking room.
Well, I use Google all the time.
I don't care.
For
Don't
just
use it as a
for
source
normal
on my
stuff.
stage.
On average, it's going to be correct.
You're
It can get
wrong.
things wrong. It can get things wrong, yes, but on average, it's going to be correct.
You're wrong.
Carlos,
It's not even as good as a coin toss.
yeah, Carlos, can you please just cite the data
Okay.
instead of looking at like the source that the AI
Yeah, it
instead?
gives you sources on the right. You can use those.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I could
As
do
long
that.
as it's a credible source, something that is peer-reviewed, because you only accept peer-reviewed papers from me, so I'm only going to accept peer-reviewed papers from you.
Yeah, like I typed into ChatGPT the other day. It's interesting. I asked the question about like specifically, like I said that I think that like it was something about the shooter where I said I believe he has reasonable grounds uh to file for mistrial, and they just completely responded. Get this. They responded by saying that there's no information about Charlie Kirk's death. Like what the fuck? But yeah, that literally happened.
I have an idea. If you use AI, I'm going to use AI. Problem is, I'm better at it than you. Uh-oh, I forgot how to spell physicist.
Yeah, so as I say, I don't think it's that controversial, but I did just type in the question: is there a scientific paper that talks specifically about the fine-tuning constants?
Ruining?
And the
None.
first one it gives me is The Degree of Fine-Tuning in Our Universe and Others by Luke A. Barnes, published in Physics Reports, which is a comprehensive review of the scientific literature on fine-tuning, examining the parameters that are allowed to vary. It's 2019 from Luke A. Barnes. It's called The Degree of Fine-Tuning in Our Universe and Others, published in Physics Reports. So I've given you this non-controversial evidence that you wanted.
This is weird. It's definitely biased. Okay, post it in chat so I can look at it.
Yeah, I mean, Carlos, I don't know if you've heard this before, but there are 3 types of lies: lies, damn lies, and statistics.
Yeah, I've heard of that guy. I've heard Sully talk about him. Some guy Barnes or something. But when you say it's not like it's
Philosophy. You
yeah, it's not
bastard.
doing actual science. It's like what you said. It's a review of literature or whatever. It's yeah. Some scientists are interested in this stuff. It's not
hate
actual science.
See, even now, when I'm typing in a very specific question, it equivocated and added to my question and changed the question so that it could answer it in a biased manner. I'm about to have a fucking conversation with this AI. Google AI is a fucking sadist. If you abuse it, it will work better for you. I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons like I brought up the quote that I did is because like Muslims will often use it, and they'll cite like, for example, like statistics that are like pretty much any statistics that show what is the things that they believe.
So are you happy now, Donald?
What?
Are you happy now?
About what?
The source that I provided.
Did you post it?
Yeah, in the chat.
The degree of fine-tuning in our universe and others 2000 and others. Luke Barnes. No, I don't accept Luke Barnes as a credible source. He is biased by a creation.
It's peer-reviewed.
In what journal?
Physics Reports.
Post the link to the journal. I want to see the journal.
Wait, that's the name of the journal?
That doesn't sound familiar as a peer-reviewed journal to me.
Yeah,
you could I've given you the source. You can just type it.
I don't accept this as a source. I don't accept that this is.
Yeah, Carlos.
Listen to my words, Carlos. Shut the fuck up and listen to my words. Shut the fuck up! Oh my God, Carlos! You motherfucker! This is the last time I can do this. You are stuck in the fucking audience because you can't control yourself. I don't accept this as a peer-reviewed source because the journal is a fucking creationist journal. Don't lie to me. I fucking know this better than you. You're a fucking piece of shit liar. See him if you want to invite him up. Go ahead. I'm done with this lying ass.
Yeah, well, I mean, I see what he literally just did there, where he tried to ask you to, to establish it as a credible source, which is his job. He's not in the audience anymore. Yeah, CM, if you invited him up here, I would have told him, like, I wish he would have listened, or I don't know if he was, but yeah.
What happened, Necro?
Just tried to shift the burden proof onto Donald to show that, it was that the source itself was credible that he was citing.
Well,
Hey,
you know
Hermes.
Carlos. He's an atheist. I think he was more trying to play devil's advocate at first, but then obviously Donald gets a little unhinged a bit.
Hey,
And,
CM, how'd you get to be a mod? Wow. You must be super special.
just to bring somebody on stage earlier.
Yeah, because he never mods anyone. Hi, Hermes. Could you hear me? Oh, we have a nice group here. So, what are we talking about? The Artemis 2?
I just brought up the video of it, but like they're approaching the moon from like the dark side of it or something. It's not the dark side of it, but like almost the whole thing is dark.
Where should I look?
So YouTube NASA, and it's live here, and I'm watching. It's beautiful. The moon just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Where can I watch it?
On YouTube, just type in NASA in the search bar. It's the only thing NASA's worried about right now. I don't think they're putting out anything else besides Artemis 2 stuff right now.
Do you know that the Pink Floyd album, Dark Side of the Moon, was in the number 10 albums for like 20 years in a row?
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
How'd you know that? That was a trivia question.
I did not.
My old man was a music. He had like a bunch of encyclopedias.
Well, I'm very proud of you that you knew that.
Now you can
Yep.
watch it. Jefferson.
The Dark Side of the Moon. Oh, that was so good in concert. It was sick.
Yeah. I also know there were a bunch of people who said that they saw Elvis after he died.
Uh-huh.
I am going to find that journal.
Yeah.
Because I'm bored and I know how to use Google.
Like, Donald, don't you just love, the creationists, the fact that a lot of them will claim, the ones who claim to be scientists, and then they're just people who are like got degrees in agriculture.
You're a smart ass, what you are.
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty smug.
You're a wise ass.
I'm pretty smug, not gonna lie.
So Google AI changed my question to a philosophical question instead of a physics question. And I said, you changed the very specific question I asked. And it responded with, you're right to call me out. I generalized your question instead of answering it directly. To be blunt, no, the God hypothesis is not seriously discussed as a potential explanation in mainstream peer-reviewed physics journals. Oh my goodness. While the existence of fine-tuning the problem is a major topic in journals like Physical Review D or Nature, God is, as the solution is considered outside the scope of the scientific method in those publications. The discussion is strictly limited to mathematical or physical models. Oh my goodness. See, if you ask the fucking machine the right question, it gives you the right answer. You gotta abuse it just a little bit. Hey, I'm able to invite you up one more time. I don't think I'll be able to do it again, Carlos.
I can do it. Oh, hi, Carlos.
Now I'm gonna go find that journal that you said
Hi,
was
Jeff.
peer reviewed.
Yeah, I gave you the
don't
journal.
think it is.
But you want me to do all your work for you?
No, I'm doing your homework for you right now. Don't worry.
No, this is your homework. Like, I shouldn't have to do this. This is not
Boring.
Physics reports.
Oh, hi, Jeff. You're a nice guy.
Copy.
Carlos, I'm not too sure. Looking over the chat like usual, and that's good. So I guess I'll go watch.
ScienceDirect.com is creationist, not peer reviewed.
That's nice of you, Jeff.
So I reject your not peer-reviewed fucking paper, Carlos. Since you rejected my peer-reviewed paper, I'm rejecting your not peer-reviewed paper.
But do you not recognize the scientific journal?
It's Science Direct.
Scientific Journal. I'm learning the accent.
It's
Scientific
sciencedirect.com,
Journal.
man. That's a
Journal.
creationist website.
Journal.
Journal.
Journal. Yeah.
Journal.
Journal.
Scientific journal.
Scientific journals do not have .coms.
Scientific journals.
Show me a scientific journal with a .com.
Physics Reports is one of the most prominent scientific journals. If you're ignorant
in the creationist like sphere, not in like physics.
It's a scientific journal. It's not
are you sure about
creationism
that?
is not
Because
science.
it's got a .com, and I don't go to a whole lot of .coms when I'm doing research in scientific journals.
If you want me to do more research for you, can pay me.
Dude, this is supposed to be your evidence, not mine.
I've given you the evidence.
This is not evidence.
The fact that you're ignorant is not my problem.
No, the fact that you didn't meet your own burden of proof is not my problem.
Well, you actually proved my point with your own link. When that wasn't good enough, I give you
my link is actually using peer-reviewed data. Your link is a creationist website.
Yeah, but yours is not actually from a scientific journal. Mine was.
No, yours was not. It was from a creationist website.
Creationist website. That's your ignorance.
Okay, science. It was sciencedirect.com, right? Is sciencedirect.com peer-reviewed?
No, I didn't give you sciencedirect.com.
Yeah, you did. You most certainly did. I went down and tracked down the paper that you cited. It was on sciencedirect.com.
If that's where you go looking for stuff, then that's up to you.
No. I went to your source. I found your journal.
Source? What was the source?
The source was sciencedirect.com.
That's not the source I gave you, was it?
Yes, it was. Physics Reports is at sciencedirect.com.
No.
If you Google Physics Reports, you get to sciencedirect.com. Sciencedirect.com is a... Are you saying that sciencedirect.com is a peer-reviewed source? I might be wrong about that. Is sciencedirect.com
is Physics Reports?
Science Direct.
You should be paying me for this. Physics Reports is a prominent peer-reviewed scientific journal published by Elsevier since 1971, featuring long, in-depth review articles, specialized topics across all physics fields.
Reviewed source.
I'm not doing any more work for you.
Yes, it is. Okay, I apologize. I was wrong. I misremembered it for a different website. I apologize.
I'm glad we managed to move forward.
Now, let's read the actual paper that Luke Barnes, which I don't accept as a credible source, had
Well,
to
the fact it's there, for me, the fact that it's there and it's been peer-reviewed shows that it has some basis in science.
Well, let's see if it's had any rebuttals to it. That's what I'm going to do. So
I'm not saying that it's true. It's just saying that it's being debated in
Luke
science.
Barnes is a theologian, man. You understand that, right?
He's also a scientist.
But he's a theologian. He's not doing this he's not doing this fine-tuning stuff in his physics capacity. He's doing it in his theologian capacity.
It's in a scientific journal. So
yes, but that does not mean it's not biased.
The point is that this topic of fine-tuning, the actual terminology of fine-tuning, is being discussed in scientific journals.
Dude,
it's been peer-reviewed
by theologians.
No.
Luke Barnes is a fucking theologian.
The peer review are theologians?
But Luke Barnes is a theologian. He's the one that published the paper. He is a theologian.
You think the peer review process is done by theologians?
No, I think that people can get...
Right.
Excuse me. Can you please let me finish my fucking sentence, you piece of shit, or I'll move you to the goddamn audience again. I don't like it whenever you ask me a question and don't allow me to answer it. That's fucking rude. So, no. I just think that he's using his bias and that people can allow things through based on their own bias. I'm saying that that people fail sometimes. So I'm looking up the paper. Jeez.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not willing to discuss non-controversial things. People, if they're paying attention, can make their minds up for themselves. All I said was that the term fine-tuning has a basis in science.
It does not.
That's all I said.
You are wrong.
And I've demonstrated that.
No, you haven't. This guy is a theologian.
He demonstrated.
This guy is a
Theologians
theologian.
Scientists don't care if you're a theologian at all.
I know, but he's the one that published the paper, not other scientists. It was a theologian that published the paper, not other scientists.
He published it as a scientist. You're allowed to be both a
Oh my
theologian
God,
and a
can
scientist.
you let me look up the paper, please? For fuck's sake.
But it seems like your immediate distrust as a result of him being a theologian is the bias, right?
I'm trying to look up the paper, but it doesn't seem to be working right now. So I'm going to try another way. Oh, wait, the degree of fine-tuning. Here we go. All right, so, and others. Copy that.
The thing is that there's like many papers. I just picked one out of many.
I know.
The first one that
come up. I would love for you to give me more that aren't published by theologians. Would be real fucking nice. Okay, refutation. Well, hang on. Let's see about redactions first. Redactions. Has slight changes to
theologians was Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton was a theologian.
Luke Barnes? Because I've heard him do debates.
Yeah, I just looked the guy up.
Genius as well.
You know, he's the author of Fortunate Universe, which is featured on the Discovery Institute's website.
That's your bias if you think that's like...
Because he's a theologian?
I'm just accepting that he might have bias.
Him.
I'm still trying to figure shit out, so give me a minute. Been broadly redacted. Okay, has not been broadly redacted. Okay.
I think where he publishes journals is also relevant. Like Discovery Institute says that they publish journals, but they do not they do not reject any sort of
PDF, RX.
Yeah.
Did you look up his scientific credentials?
I know Luke Barnes' credentials. He says them at the beginning of every debate like a pompous piece of shit.
Yeah, but what are they?
I don't have them memorized like him. I'm not a pompous piece of shit.
No, I was asking Necro if he looked up his scientific credentials.
If you've seen one debate with Luke Barnes, you know his credentials. He's very proud
I can't remember. I didn't even know I was going to be bringing him up. It was the first one that come up.
This Carlos, I mean, I'm just saying from what I've seen with his credentials, he seems to be very affiliated with the Discovery Institute. So, and is an organization that has been discredited, with all of their,
Yeah, but that's not my question. My question was, what was his scientific credentials?
Yeah, and, I mean, I understand that he has a degree in physics, so do a lot of people at the Discovery Institute.
What level degree is it?
According to, let's see. So he got his PhD at the University of Cambridge.
Cambridge, no less.
Yeah.
So a PhD in physics published a paper in a scientific journal about fine-tuning, and that doesn't prove my point that fine-tuning has a basis in science?
No, because a theologian published it, man. It's a theologian who published it. God.
It's a science.
Yes, Luke Barnes' work on fine-tuning has been of the university, including 2019 contribution, has been actively discussed, critiqued, and debated by physicists and philosophers of science, while Barnes argues that the fundamental constants of the nature of fine-tuned for life, the implications of this, specifically whether it points to a designer or multiverse or has
Carlos,
tested.
What does a quote a basis in science mean?
Multiverse definitions of life.
Yeah, I explained what it meant. It meant that it's a topic that's recognized in the scientific circles or academia.
It's fucking
or it's
not.
a topic that is discussed, and obviously there are peer-reviewed papers on it. So it's obviously a topic
published by theologians. Find me one paper that's
even,
not published by a theologian that says that God needs to be the fine tuner. You haven't done that yet. You haven't done that yet.
Pay me. I'm not doing any more
It's
of your
your
work.
fucking evidence, dick. Pay yourself. Stick your hand up your own ass.
Yeah, so Carlos, I mean, the thing is that the intelligent design, it's been something that has been addressed by the scientific community, and the
This is
fact
fine
is...
tuning, not intelligent design. Fine tuning.
Oh, okay.
You don't listen. You just never listen. Carlos, you need to. Are you the same guy that I argued with for
Listen,
one
we don't
second?
really care what the scientific community
Dude, you
has to
have
say
to shut
because
up for a minute. I have to finish the
why do I
sentence.
have to?
Carlos, are you the same guy that I argued with for an hour that what was it? Metaphor means fiction. Was that you?
No, I don't think that doesn't sound familiar.
All right.
No.
Maciel, thank you for coming back up. I appreciate it. James, welcome back.
I actually have five peer-reviewed studies by non-theologians on fine-tuning if you want them.
Okay, sure. Yeah, post it in chat.
One is Steven Weinberg, Anthropic Bound on the Cosmological Constant.
Post
and
in
the
chat.
journal is a physical review letter, one of the most famous scientific treatments of
a letter is not peer-reviewed, so you can just toss that one. Put the other one in chat, though.
Leonard Susskind, The Cosmic Landscape, String Theory, and the
Wait,
Illusion of
stop.
Intelligence.
I want the first one. Let's go with the first one first. Post the first one in
String
chat.
theory?
String theory has not been demonstrated to be true.
No, Leonard Susskind disbelieves in intelligent design.
No, stop. The first one. What was the first one?
Steven Weinberg.
Okay, then why are we talking about Susskind? Let's talk about Weinberg. You post that paper first.
I have examples.
Post that paper first, the Weinberg paper first.
No,
the
I'm reading you. The
principle isn't going to say anything about a God, just so you know. Especially if
so
it's Weinberg.
Did you
It's one of the most famous scientific treatments. You're wrong. It's about fine-tuning.
Oh, wait, are we talking about what year was this published? I might be thinking...
87.
To post it in chat, I want to read it.
No, write it down.
I can't. Just post it. Are you not able to post something in chat?
No, I'm driving. I'm hands-free.
I'm just. You shouldn't be driving while you're talking on the phone. So I'm just gonna move you to the audience so you can listen.
I just can't post.
No, you can't. You shouldn't be driving while you're talking on the phone. That's illegal in many states. So you're just
hands-free is not illegal, Donald.
Well, I don't care. This is YouTube, and I don't know all the rules for YouTube.
You're not going to get in trouble with someone on the phone in their car on YouTube.
Yeah, but it's still illegal, James, technically. In some states. I mean, in my state it's not, but in plenty of states
in my state, even hands-free.
I happen to know that Biscuit is a law-abiding citizen.
Well,
Necker has a nastiest PTR.
Mr. B can come back up anytime he wants and tell me what paper he wants me to look at.
Sorry, what did you want to say, Matt Call?
The thing, you could just look for the papers.
You have the nastiest
I didn't
PTR.
get the title, so he's gonna have to tell me the title again.
It wouldn't be hard for you to just look up the papers yourself.
I'm going to as soon as he tells me the title, man. I did not get the title, asshole. Get the fucking wax out of your ears. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why do I have to repeat everything I say 5 times to you?
Do you need everyone else to do the work for you?
This is his paper. I didn't catch the title of it. I need to know the title of it.
God.
Holy fucking shit. I don't know the title. I invited him back on stage. He's not coming on stage. I don't know why. No, that's a new person. Slay Carius, thank you for coming on stage.
Because Donald, you are kind of rude. You do know that, right?
I don't give a shit if you think I'm rude. I could not care less.
But I'm just saying you are kind of rude.
I don't care. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette now.
Yeah, Michael, you called my PTR disgusting, so I don't think you're in any position to be calling.
No, but that is definitely a disgusting PTR. Let's be real.
Yeah. So what do you have against emos again? What's wrong with my PTR? What do you have against emos?
It's the concept in your PTR.
Why? So 20 alpha males, I'm letting 20 alpha males speak to me, surround me? That's disgusting.
You know exactly what you were going for.
No, I don't understand what you're implying that I'm going for. What is it?
You were going for 20 niggas to fuck the shit out.
Lol.
So 20 alpha males was what I was going for. Why is that wrong? No answer.
He thinks that
Are you an alpha male who can't answer an email, Michael?
he thinks they're gonna gangbang you, Necro.
Yeah, maybe I should have said one femboy versus 20 alpha males.
What a
But
crew.
Mikhail, I mean, do you concede defeat?
You cannot defeat me.
Well, you clearly cannot answer my question, and yet you're supposed to be an alpha
There
male.
is nothing to answer.
Yeah, fuck you.
Oh no. Hey, Galaxy.
No, someone
Mm-mm.
said fuck you. Oh no.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
off.
I hurt this
Oh
alpha male's. I
no.
hurt this alpha male's feelings.
All right.
Oh
Well,
no.
we have Honey in the house, and that's exciting. Hermes. It's always exciting.
Like Mikhail,
Why is Hermes always exciting?
It's always a lot of drama.
Mikhail, I think the JCC can definitely beat you in an arm wrestling match.
I think JCC should be a mod. There's a disturbance in the force.
What is this force you speak of?
Necro.
Your ability to do massages, JCC. That's the force.
Yeah.
I mean, Mikhail, have you ever done a massage in your life?
Why are you bothering him?
I mean, he called it.
Mikhail, do
He
you want
called
to
it.
play with? You want to play with Necro?
Well, he bothered Necro, Joanna. He told Necro his PTR is disgusting.
What
so,
is?
why is it disgusting?
Wait, let me make it bigger.
Oh, wait! You made a judgment without looking at it?
Yeah.
Oh,
From
Joanna.
what I saw.
So, are you jumping on what Mikhail says because you like Mikhail?
Yeah, give Joanna a break. I think she just misunderstood.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's
Oh, someone said fuck you. Oh.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah.
So, Joanna, did you look at Necro's PTR?
Yeah.
Yeah, and when it looked bigger, it looks just the same. It's
Is it disgusting to you?
one emo versus 20 alpha males.
Okay. Are you saying it's disgusting, or are you saying it doesn't matter to you?
Let me go back to
oh my god.
Yeah. So I think it's
I
clear.
think it's quite disgusting because 20 niggas
I
is
think
not
it's
fucking
clear.
this nigga.
Okay. I think I've made it clear.
Okay, that's not what that's your interpretation of that PTR. That is not what it's meant.
Yeah.
So you're going into the sexual connotation of looking at something. Maybe your mind is disgusting.
Yeah.
Listen, let's be real. We all intended.
Well, I think it's clear. Like, we can move on from this. I made Mikhail my bitch, so Mikhail, go make me a sandwich.
Definitely not your bitch.
No, Mikhail,
There are
don't
new
have that.
people in the audience. Feel free to come on stage.
Yeah,
I'd love
please
to have a
come
conversation
up.
with you, but thank you for coming tomorrow.
Go make the email a sandwich, Mikhail.
Caleb, come up, Caleb.
Hello.
Someone bring Honey up here. Honey Badger,
Yo,
come up
Nando.
here.
Yeah, Honey Badger.
My son, come up.
I am your father.
Starts with an N. I don't have my glasses on. That's why I can't read.
Yo, Nando, what's up?
None.
I'm good, thank you. I'm walking back home now.
Oh, sick. From work?
No, I
Yo,
finished work
curious. Let me
early.
ask
Then
you.
I
Let
went
me
to
ask you a
Laura's
question.
house.
Yo, when you look at fucking Necro's PTR, is that shit not nasty?
Oh my god, Mikhail. You still wanna die on this hill, Mikhail?
Look at his PTR. Is that shit not nasty?
Whose?
No, what's wrong with it?
It's one emo against 20
What
niggas.
is wrong with it, Mikhail?
Don't say that word.
It's supposed to be like, one nigga,
Don't
one
use
bitch
that fucking
against
word,
20
or I
men.
have to kick you from the room. I'm live on YouTube.
I thought it was one emo
We are
debating 20
live
alpha males.
on YouTube.
He didn't mean it as a debate. He meant to ask him, getting slapped up.
So.
It's supposed to be a
What was
debate.
that?
You know, like those Jubilee debates where they had Jordan Peterson a bunch against like
Surrounded.
20 atheists,
20, yeah.
Yeah,
or
that's
they had
what.
Alex O'Connor
He
against 20
failed
theists.
miserably.
Yeah, I'm saying, but that's what it's supposed to be.
The
It's
thing I
That's
liked
I don't know
exactly
why
about
the
what
person
it's
thought of as a gang.
yeah.
Yeah,
because
but the connotation here, he like the nuance he's trying to give underneath it, like he's trying to be slick with it. That's what he's trying to do.
Yeah,
Who?
I am. That's a good observation.
Necro. Okay. So, are there any theists on stage or
Yeah,
in the
guys, take
audience?
care. Seekisha, I'm going to another room.
Oh yeah, I'll join. Take care, guys.
All right. Have a great day. Thanks for coming by.
So I would agree, Mikkel. It hints at my smugness. So yeah, I will concede.
I think he's saying it's hinting at some, I don't know, homoerotic fantasy or something. That's what he
Oh, come
thinks.
on, guys.
Oh, so yeah.
So, are there any theists on stage or in the
So you
audience?
have like a
Oh my
weird
God! Do you not hear
attraction to
me?
emos, Mikkel?
So, real quick.
Yeah, like you said, he sees them as femboys. That was so funny, dude.
Real quick before anybody else goes, I just want to say thank you everybody who's here for coming to my room. If there are any theists in the audience or on stage who would like to have a conversation about God, please feel free to interrupt. Otherwise, y'all have your nonsense. I got my pens. I'm happy about that.
Breaking news: Simon is a Platonist.
He's
That's
an
a
Bro, no,
objectivist.
weird
I'm not a
position to hold.
Platonist. I'm definitely
He
not a
thinks
Platonist.
he thinks the
Okay.
mind is made of like magical dualist substance. That's
I'm not sure that's what
dualist
No,
Platonist
that's
Platonism.
is.
not.
But he's
No,
an
that's not.
objectivist.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
not. I'm not though.
You're a dualist,
An
dude.
attribute.
It's even
No, I'm
worse than
saying it's a.
Platonism.
I'm saying it's an attribute of a living
There's not
organism.
much for the mind to be made up of.
Yeah, are you
Mm.
familiar with property dualism, Simon?
I'm looking into it right now.
so I get
Okay,
these
yeah.
I get these pens. They're fountain pens, but they're disposable fountain pens. And they never leak. They always work. You can put them in your
Okay,
pocket.
like you sound so excited.
Oh, I am. They're varsity. They're
No, there's
called.
nothing to be. It's a pen.
Yeah, I love pens. I spent like
You
$20
sound
on a pen,
you sound
$30 on
so
a pen because I love it
emasculated
so
right
much.
now,
That's the
Mikhail.
most expensive pen I own, though. No, these are called Precise Varsity, and they are fountain pens, and the ink is bright, beautiful green. Green's my favorite color. It almost matches my nails. Oh.
But yeah, as
I
far
got a
as the
whole brand new package of them today. Sorry.
as far as
Okay.
the Jubilee surrounded videos, the thing I liked about Jordan Peterson was that the title said one Christian versus 20 atheists,
Yeah,
and then
they
they had to
changed it.
change the title to Jordan Peterson versus 20 atheists.
Yeah, because
he rejected
he started
Christianity in
like
the middle of his debates.
To be fair, he said that in the
yeah.
emails. They didn't say
Yeah. Well,
versus
they
20
couldn't call him a
atheists.
I mean,
But to
Christian
that's
be
the
fair
because
to
story,
him,
but then why was the title the way it was?
yeah, no, it's like
he said that it was. I mean, he said that it was. He was blindsided by that because that wasn't what he was asked to go for,
Well, then maybe we
or
should talk to
as
the
I guess.
Jubilee people. Oh wait, we have. They showed us the emails. It said Christian all over it.
Oh, have okay. I mean, again, I don't know. I'm not really a Jordan Peterson fanboy. I just heard that that's what he had mentioned.
Jordan Peterson lied. Imagine that. He's a liar.
yeah, Jordan Peterson is like, you're a Christian, right? Well, it depends on what you mean by Christian.
And is.
Well, it depends what you mean by Christian, you
No, he's
know.
supposed to sound like Kermit the Frog. Well, it depends on what you mean by Christian.
Well, it depends what you mean by Christian, you know.
Yeah, the
It's
joke.
like, you know.
Let's
Yeah,
not try and do like
the joke.
let's
It's
not
like
do
the
that.
joke in the Sam Harris versus Jordan Peterson debate was that it was Ben Stiller versus Kermit the Frog.
The Matt Dillahunty and Jordan Peterson talk was interesting. I wouldn't call it a debate in any way.
I can't believe y'all still listen to fucking Jordan Peterson. That's crazy.
I don't. I've just
Jordan
seen
Peterson
I've
is
just
wild.
seen his
Crazy.
debates.
He's washed. Nobody watches anymore.
I've seen only his debates and whatever debunkers have that I watch have done. While
Yeah.
thoughts
The
involve
best
electrical and
criticism of
chemical
Jordan Peterson was
signals,
the one that
energy which
Richard
breaks up
Dawkins
and
gave,
equals MC
where he
squared.
says he's like drunk on symbols or metaphors.
Theoretically,
That's like what the thing with Jordan Peterson is.
Watching Jordan Peterson is like watching Gary Vee.
single thought
Yeah.
weighs less than a twentieth of a Yeah, I
Yeah.
actually have the scientific notation of how much a thought weighs. If Ron's still around, I don't know if Ron is still around. This was
Yeah.
not long
But
ago.
I prefer to watch. Yeah, I mean, I don't watch Jordan Peterson. I watch more Bill O'Reilly because I love who he invites on his show.
So real quick, David,
He still has a show.
Watalogan, Ali, Action, Nadia. Thank you for all coming to my room. Feel free to come on stage. I'd love to have a conversation with you.
Like I would just say,
Hello,
with
hello, David.
Bill
with what
O'Reilly got destroyed by Leonard
What was
Peacock,
I gonna
though.
look up?
Like absolutely destroyed.
Bill O'Reilly is still around?
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah, he's
I mean,
still
I
around.
mean, I'm talking about a 25-year interview, but
He's not on Fox News
um,
anymore. I
Chester
don't think.
Ah,
Bennington.
He's on.
yeah,
He's on.
yeah,
He's
he
on.
got
but
fired.
he got
He's on News
eviscerated.
Nation now.
Oh, the moon
Mad
is getting
person
so
speaking
big.
to Leonard Peacock about the
Holy
Iranian
crap.
war.
I liked watching his video that he had with Barney Frank, and it was. Is it just me, or does Barney Frank sound like Elmer Fudd?
He's also gay.
Hey, who cares?
Like
I'm
yourself,
just, I'm
bro.
just saying.
Right.
Very few Congress people are openly gay. Isn't he dead
Well,
though?
very.
Hey, David,
Yeah.
do you believe
No,
in
he's
God?
still alive.
What is it, David?
David Bob.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you believe in God?
It's David
Of
Boba.
course.
Of course. Why?
Because he has risen.
I mean, that's his son,
Your
right?
mother has risen too.
Or his another part
The,
of
the
him. But
Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
so how do you know that the Father exists, though?
Because that's what I've been told.
I was raised in it.
I was raised Catholic, so I had to listen to the Pope.
No, you don't.
Choose to.
Yeah. We should
You
really
choose
change
to.
for the Bible.
That's the
we
word.
should really, we should really change to "For the Bible tells me so" with "For the Pope tells me so."
David, what's your favorite verse?
John 3:16, of course.
2 Kings 2:23
You know
and
what? I
24.
like. For once I was blind, now I can see. That's also a good verse.
I like
Yeah.
Okay, but
I like
can you?
220. I like. Hang on,
But can you see?
one second. We're talking about favorite Bible
I was
verses.
asking a question. You shut up.
Well, no, you asked about favorite.
Whoa!
You asked about
Whoa!
favorite Bible verses. I want to give you my favorite Bible verse. It's Leviticus 25.
Leviticus is nice.
Yeah, it's a good one.
As Nemo, my favorite verse.
Wait. You have a favorite Bible verse?
Of course I
Yes,
do.
it is for dust you. It is for dust you are, and to dust you shall return.
Damn it! Well,
Okay, and you guys are supposed to be atheists,
maybe it's
right? That's
Exodus.
crazy. Saying y'all do
Yes,
believe.
No, it's got to be Leviticus because it's Levitical law.
but more specifically, I'm emo.
Oh, let's see here.
So you guys believe?
No.
My favorite Bible verse is Luke 14:26. It's the one where Jesus, you have to hate your parents, your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your children. You even have to hate yourself in order to become his disciple. It's like a really great words by Jesus.
Oh, I also like
He said such
Revelation.
such a thing.
That's like Revelation 3:16. That's most appropriate when you have like a guy who's like bending over Jesus while he's praying.
My second favorite is going to be 2 Kings 2:23 and 24. As Elijah went up to Bethel, some youths came out and said, "Go up, bald head, go up, bald head." And Elisha cursed them, and God sent 2 she-bears to maul 42 of the children. That's my second favorite verse. I'm having trouble finding the right verse for my favorite one. I seem to have forgotten it temporarily.
So where do you think you're gonna end up when you're dead?
I don't understand what that question means.
We rot, become fertilizer.
Where do you think you go mentally?
I
It
just said
stops.
we become
I
fertilizer.
said mentally.
Your mental stops.
Listen to a near-death experience. You'll know.
I've had a near-death experience.
Well, you didn't go
Joanna,
all the way.
That's why
It
it was
was
a
Joanna,
near-death
Joanna.
experience, right? But
I've
my
had
heart did stop for a significant amount of time.
I've had friends who are atheists who've had near-death experiences, and what it was just a pleasant but a silent but otherwise pleasant and relaxing experience.
Yeah, it was pretty
I hope
relaxing when
so,
I
because
died.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared of dying. It's actually quite relaxing, like he said.
How would you know?
I've died. Well, I had a near-death
Because
experience.
like
Yeah.
when a computer like stops working its engine and it no longer is functional,
Why the fuck did I write that down at?
it's like, do we ever suggest that the computer's soul is
Does
going
anyone
to
agree
heaven?
that near-death experiences are possibly true? Or
No, there's
everyone
just
here is just
chemicals
going to
in your
say
brain.
no?
It's just chemicals in your brain.
All right.
No.
Chemicals in your brain.
We can demonstrate that. People have died while
How would a
having
near
MRIs.
death?
Simon, inshallah.
Allah.
Where the hell did
Inshallah.
I
What would be a
just
near
have
death
this written down
experience? I mean,
somewhere?
there's people who are like who come close to dying, or like, are you saying like
This is easier to do.
you die and then you go closer to the light and then come back?
What is close to dying? What does it mean close to dying?
It's a
I
very
mean, I
fuzzy
don't know.
subject, even for doctors.
That's what I'm asking.
It's
Yeah,
a
that's
very
Yeah,
what I'm
fuzzy
asking.
what
thing.
does it mean close to dying? Can anybody explain it to me? You either die or you don't.
No, that's false. It's a process. It takes time.
Yes, but once you're done, you're dead.
False. It's your brain
Otherwise,
death. So brain death is the thing that matters, just so you know. And so
correct.
let's see here if it'll pull up my favorite verse. Here it is. I guess it's Leviticus 21:9. Let me get my Bible.
Wait,
Thought it was
Donald. Well, then
25
what
verse
happens?
21.
What happens when you die, Donald?
Nothing. So let's see here. 21:9 is slightly covered up in mine by some other horrible shit. So priests must. Let's see here. 21:9.
You live on the
Okay,
memories
if
of
a priest's daughter defiles herself by becoming a prostitute, she disgraces her father. She must be burned in the fire. That's my favorite Bible verse.
Well, yeah. Then don't sleep around.
And I talked to Andrew. I don't know if anybody knows Andrew on this app. I talked to Andrew about it, and I asked him, hey, according to the Bible, do you think that it's good to burn your daughter if she has sex? And he said yes.
Well, she has to get married first.
No, this is if your daughter prostitutes herself, has sex outside of marriage, then you.
Well, she shouldn't be doing that.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. So and it's certainly not burn worthy. It's certainly not fire her to death worthy. And there's nothing wrong with sex outside of marriage. That's silly.
Well, that's an opinion.
No, it's not an opinion. There's literally nothing wrong with it.
Well, more specifically, there's nothing wrong about it outside of religious dogma.
Sure.
I mean, if you had a daughter, wouldn't you want her to be married before she has sex?
I would want her to know that she's sexually compatible with her life mate.
Exactly.
So no, I would support having sex. I would support living together for years. I would support living together for years before marriage. I would support not getting married. I would support that shit not happening at all.
You only have sex to make babies and nothing else.
No,
Why?
sex is not only for babies. I can't get my wife pregnant, but I still have sex with her.
You never know.
I do know. Neither one of I'm not certain about mine, but
that's how miracles happen.
She certainly can't have children. So we know for a fact that she can't have children, but we still have sex.
Wait, so David?
Well, you're an exception.
No,
David, does that
I'm
mean
not.
That
That's stupid. You're the exception.
Hey.
Wait, David, does that mean that you agree that it's possible that abstinence is not foolproof to preventing pregnancy?
I mean, I can jerk off on top of a vagina, and some can go in, and there's pregnancy is non-zero probability.
Yeah. Well, also he's a Catholic, so he believes that the Virgin Mary, she conceived. while being
I was
abstinent.
about to
So.
say that.
That's right. It was a immaculate
That's
conception. Yes.
Yeah,
ugh,
so abstinence is
gross.
not foolproof to preventing pregnancy.
I do not want a rape victim watching me while I have sex. That's icky. Ugh.
Well, I mean, to each their own, I guess.
Yeah, it's interesting. You know how people say that men can't get pregnant, but technically, with technology, it's possible for men to be able to get pregnant.
I mean, they had the pregnant man emoji.
Well, I mean, what I mean is that there's talk about like artificial wombs.
Yeah,
But
like that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
no, but that's like a completely like defies all odds. That movie I'm talking about, where it's like they have the artificial for women who have difficulty conceiving because of being infertile. They have a thing called artificial uteruses, is what they're developing. And so, what is suggested, but technically, men can still not give birth because their pelvis is not wide enough. So, there is some truth to men cannot get pregnant. It's not
Listen,
possible.
that artificial uterus you're talking about is outside their body. It's not going to place them in a woman's body to have baby with. What they're working on.
No, there's uterus transplants, is what I'm talking about.
Yes, what you're talking about for men to transplant a universe into uterus to a man. Yes,
Universe.
uterus into a man to get pregnant. What they're working on is actually a machine that can bring a baby to term and then deliver it. That's what they're working on.
But they also have uterus transplants, is what they are currently working on as well. And there's no reason for us to think that it's, it can't be done on a man, right? But even if men could get pregnant, they can't give birth. It's not possible.
Well, you never know.
Well, they can't because because their pelvis is not wide enough. So
We still have C-section.
You're gonna have a C-section, yeah.
Yeah, if that's the direction you're going.
yeah, okay, so they could give birth via C-section, but not vaginally, not naturally.
So what? Do you know how many babies are being delivered through C-section?
You ever see
I
the
was
movie
delivered
Alien?
C-section, so lots of them
I don't care.
probably.
The movie Alien. That's they got the alien.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah,
Plus,
I was
C-section is
delivered
safer
via
for the mother and for the baby
no, it's
because it
not.
doesn't have to squeeze through the birth canal.
So C-section is much more dangerous.
I mean, if you think about it, from an outside looking in, it kind of makes the most sense. Like the baby's right there in the stomach, just take it out.
Yeah. If it's done right, it's much less dangerous than birth
Well,
because if the head is too big, it can tear the vaginal wall, and they have to stitch that shit back up anyway, and that's in the vagina, not the tummy.
well, yeah, but I mean, if you've seen a C-section, they have to take out all the organs that are surrounding her uterus as well.
As long as the baby survives.
Well, that's a whole discussion why we have discussion around abortion. So,
I mean, I'm kind of pro-abortion, depending on
Well,
most
I'm definitely
circumstances.
anti.
I'd say yes to abortion.
I'm against killing babies.
Well, they're
okay.
not babies until they're born.
What? What?
They're not babies until they're born.
Yeah.
They're
So what are
fetuses.
they?
Yeah,
They're
so
fetuses.
like
I'm
David,
pro-abortion.
a fetus at 9 weeks has tails. Do human beings have tails?
Some do, yeah.
Yeah.
But they're
In the locker room.
outliers. They're outliers.
Yeah, and also a fetus has like slits in its throat, like
Sure.
they're like kind of like gills. They
Gills.
look like fish, like.
Yeah.
But that's a human being.
That doesn't mean you should kill it.
It doesn't even have It's not killing it. It is ending the pregnancy. That happens all the time naturally. Half of all pregnancies spontaneously abort.
Yeah, but that's not by choice.
It doesn't matter. It's
So,
still an
but
abortion.
Well,
It's still half
but
of
did
all
your
the.
did
It's
your God?
God doing the abortion now.
Yeah, if
It's
God did it,
God
then
doing
it's
the abortion.
okay.
That's fine. It's fine
But
for
we shouldn't
God to do the abortion.
we shouldn't play God and kill
We're not
Wait,
babies.
playing
so
God.
so it's all about
we're
who's
playing
playing
Maybe it
God.
is.
transhumanism.
We're
We're
So it's
not.
playing
all about who's
We're
playing
not
God,
playing. That
David.
doesn't make sense
Is
either.
really the thing.
Say again, sorry.
So it's all about who's playing God. It's not about whether life is intrinsically valuable.
I think that it's important
Yeah, it's like
for.
one of the verses in the Bible is like,
Okay, so life is not intrinsically valuable because God violates life when it's convenient.
Well, I mean,
well,
life
I
isn't
mean,
even intrinsically valuable because
there's a
nothing is
reason why.
intrinsically valuable.
If God was to smite you tomorrow, there's a reason for it.
And what would be the reason that God would have that would be beyond us?
You would have to ask him when you go to
Well, I
purgatory.
don't think he has a reason.
Purgatory.
Like, I
And
don't
you
That
think
have
was
he.
made
to
up in the 13th century to just like
you have to
appease
So,
people about
David,
where
if
do
God
babies
commanded
go
you to kill,
when they die
yeah,
young?
if God commanded me
Do they
you to
go to
kill me
hell?
tomorrow,
No,
would you
babies
do it,
can't go to
David?
hell. But they're born with sin. Oh, there's this purgatory thing where they go and they work off their sin and then they go to heaven.
So, David, if God asked you to kill me tomorrow, would you do it?
God would not ask me to sin that way.
Bullshit.
Oh,
I can
wait,
show
wait,
you
wait.
verses.
So you know beyond God what He would do.
I can show you verses where he told people to kill
Well,
people.
in the book, well, no, that's something else. The killing and murdering are two different things.
Well, I asked you whether or not if God told you to kill me, like He ordered Abraham to kill his own son, would you do that?
No, there's a difference between killing and murdering.
He
No,
didn't ask
I
about
didn't use
murdering.
murder.
You brought up murdering, not him. He said kill.
Well, he's misusing the term.
No, he's not. He chose his term carefully, I guarantee.
Yeah, I'm asking you
Well,
if God
I think he
commanded.
misunderstands his own
No, I
term.
don't think he
No,
does.
no, God commanded Abraham to kill his own son as a sacrifice. If God told you to do that to me, would you do it?
Well, you're not my son, as far as I know.
Yeah, you were told to kill me as a sacrifice. Would you do it?
Uh,
My answer is I decide when I'm actually faced with that question.
That's a stupid answer.
I need
That doesn't answer the
context.
question.
He gave you all
That's
the
such a
context you
lie.
need, buddy. What
Yeah.
context? What further
No, my
context
answer
do you
was
need?
other question.
I'm
Oh
not your buddy,
wait.
pal.
Oh wait,
I,
guys. I got this.
I'm not your
I
buddy,
got this,
friend.
guys.
I'm not your friend, jackass.
Oh
I'm not a
no,
jackass, friend.
didn't work.
You
Lame.
smell like one.
So I can't answer that question because I need context.
Damn it. Why
so
isn't it
God
working?
comes to you and He tells you, "I want you to kill Necro and sacrifice him."
Is it somehow muted? I'm sad.
I would say, is there any money in it for me?
That's
So now it's
a
about money.
monstrous answer.
That's a joke. That's a joke.
That's a
We can
monstrous
make
joke.
carnitas.
Yeah,
They're
David, this
offline.
is amusing that you're dancing around this question, or it just shows how
Well,
much.
I don't think it's a fair question, to be
It's
honest
a
with you.
very fair question because you would answer yes if you weren't on
Because
YouTube.
Respectfully,
I think
I
essentially,
disagree.
David, I think what we're showing David is the fact that specifically you have no way to be able to ground that God's commands are anything more than His whims, or specifically, there's no way that you can tell what God said versus what you think what God said.
Well, my relationship to God is a very personal relationship. So, with all due respect, I prefer not to answer that question.
Because you'd answer
David,
yes.
Yeah.
Which makes you a
My
fucking
question.
monster.
Well,
By
with respect, I choose not to.
because you'd answer yes.
No, that the answer's in the context. You're never gonna get it with the context. I don't know what it means either, but the context. The answer must be hidden in the context. Don't ask me what the context is, but all I know is it's context.
Sorry it was late, guys. I had a problem with the internet.
I just love how Louis C.K. talked about how God is like a shitty girlfriend. It's like, I want you to kill your son. Why? He's like, cool, because you don't love me if you won't do it. And then he's going to go and kill his son. He's like, what is wrong with you?
I thought Louis C.K. was canceled.
Not to me, he wasn't. It's fuck.
Perfectly calmer than you.
Yeah, but he did allegedly sexual assault.
He's back on the comedy tour.
He's not canceled.
Oh, so
I
he's
mean,
survived cancel culture.
Well, if he goes back to Madison Square Garden, then I know he's
I
not
mean,
canceled
if
anymore.
he hasn't repeated the behavior and he paid for it like legally, like gone to some sort of rehabilitation or something, then I'm fine with him. After it's been what, like a decade since then. I'm fine with
Yeah,
people earning their way back if they don't repeat the behavior. They
I
cannot
I did
repeat the
like his
behavior.
I liked his show Louie. That was a funny show.
yeah. Well, it's essentially though. It's like I think really the left helped him, get back by seeing like to society if he had just,
Caleb, the
got
universe is not a process. That doesn't make sense.
by making such a big deal about it that they enabled about little things. They enabled all the people who actually did horrible things to get off the hook by society.
Is he a lefty? I didn't know he was a lefty.
No, he's not. I mean, he doesn't have any political affiliation, and most comedians don't.
Yeah, I was thinking like I really didn't hear any
Most of them just really hate
The
cancel
objections.
culture,
mitosis
which
of
is
things. Only biology does mitosis. That doesn't make sense, Caleb. The universe is
yeah,
filled with systems. Systems on top of systems, not stuff like
yeah.
that is part of existence. No, it's not. What you're saying is just biology.
Well,
So
Caleb
what
is a
is
rabbi,
the
so
universe? The processes
I,
of the universe, because it's just systems on top of systems, Caleb. Sorry for interrupting. Caleb, you can just
I was
come on
I,
stage and we can talk about it, buddy.
yeah, I was just saying like Caleb is a rabbi, so he knows. I think he knows pretty in depth
Oh,
the religious
are
texts.
are you a Jewish
He's
rabbi?
not a real one.
He's not a real rabbi. Is he one of those fake
No,
rabbis?
I think he's a real. Yeah, I think he's a real rabbi. I don't think he was about that.
No, he's not.
He's a horrible emotional rabbi. All rabbis are emotional. Why do you think you can get 10 different
There's-
opinions from
I
5
mean, to be
different
fair,
Jews
to,
or
to,
rabbis? Sorry,
to be fair, Kalev has been. To be fair, Kalev has actually been willing to engage in
Colin.
conversations, even when it's difficult for him to answer questions.
I apologize for mispronouncing your name, Colin. I'll correct myself.
I mean, it's just Caleb in Hebrew.
Oh, well then, does it matter to him which I
Dots.
used? Yeah, I'm a great. It's not. It doesn't mean anything when it's coming from you. It has to come from other people.
Yeah.
You doing is just boasting and being prideful.
Yeah.
I think your book
By the
says
way,
something about that.
is Kalev. Are you familiar with?
No, that's just a
Um,
quote unquote deadly sin, but it's not in the scripture that it
Oh,
can't be
okay.
prideful.
It's been a
so
while since I read
Kalev.
the book, and it's a horribly boring book in most
So
cases.
Kalev, if you answer me in the chat, are you familiar with Martin Buber?
Well, I mean, you can be likable to your congregants and still not be like a great rabbi. That's not the same thing.
Yeah, in general, Martin Buber is a theologian I had a lot of respect for.
I'm hungry.
I
Ooh.
like Billy Graham, or you liked Billy Graham, even though he wasn't a Catholic.
Yeah.
I like Julius Caesar.
Do you like our new Pope, the American?
I love how he's been not political on a lot of things. Like he's been taking a stand against what a lot of Catholics on the right had been trying to pressure him to do. Which I think essentially, if he's going to be all religious, I appreciate the fact that he's not, taking any sort of stance on the issue itself, which is what I think religious leaders should do. I think it makes me have more respect for them.
Yeah, stick to the scripture.
Yeah, it's personally why I like people like James Tallarico.
Is it just Simon and Caleb who are arguing against each other in the chat?
I don't know.
I've been reading the chat, but they just keep going back and
And
forth.
Simon, you're Jewish, right?
No, I'm Italian.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's a big Pope guy too, I guess. All Italians love the Pope.
Yeah. No, that's
Shall
interesting.
no.
It's
I, I
interesting.
was I grew up Catholic, but
You stay out in Rogers' rooms, right?
Yeah, I used to be there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember you in those rooms.
Simon is the best.
I saw him in
Well, I do like
Little
his.
Rogers.
I do like his Atlas Shrugged PTR.
Based.
Yeah, I'm still trying to read it. I mean, I've only read the first few chapters of the book.
That's Simon's favorite person.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more of a fan of the Fountainhead than Atlas Shrugged.
Gotcha.
I had to choose, but
He's an objectivist.
Yeah.
no, yeah, I like the Fountainhead better.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on? You're an objectivist. What are your thoughts on the Libertarian Party?
I don't really like libertarianism. So like libertarians, I mean the Libertarian Party is not really my jam. It's
Well, they're unrealistic.
too much of a big tent that encompasses too many wackos that I would completely and vehemently disagree with.
Gotcha.
Right, because they have
Yeah.
the people in the Libertarian Party who believe in the government spending zero money, and that's obviously never going to happen.
I mean, not even that. Like, I mean, put aside like
they're
the
non-interventionists.
actual like. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really an interventionist either, to be honest. Like, I'm more of like, if you come threaten us or attack us, like, we'll show up on your doorstep the next day and completely obliterate you type of guy. But no, I'm more of like, there's some libertarians that think that like fraud is like it shouldn't even be like a concept.
Illegal.
Legal, yeah. Like they're just like, oh well, you should have known. It's up to your. It's like they think that I should be omniscient.
Yeah, if you let me get away with it,
It's like
then it's not a
their level of
crime.
knowledge. No, it's. I watched I watched this video. It was like this Chinese woman who was like selling like this I don't know. Let's just say like this like Faberge. It's like this like, heirloom or something.
Ooh, the Fabergé eggs. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but like let's just say it was like a Chinese heirloom. She's like, oh yes, it's like 2,000 years old. Goes back to like China.
Like a jade egg.
Yeah, like a jade egg. Let's say, whatever.
The reason
And
I
then
asked
this dude
about
was like,
the reason
sorry.
the reason I asked about intervention is because it seems to me that was what Rand why she hated the Libertarian Party.
I mean, I don't know if it was specifically because of that. I mean, for me, it was, from my understanding, it was really just because, like, it's really just like a deductive, and like it starts at like a political philosophy rather than like inductively getting to like the concept of freedom. So because you didn't inductively get to capitalism, you're at the premise that capitalism is good. You're basically like in the middle of nowhere in terms of like where your morality is, your epistemological theories, and the type of movement that it was, and it was just like, yeah, there's just way too many wackos here.
I like the concept of libertarianism, but not the practice of it.
I mean, who's gonna say like, yeah, I'm not for freedom, but you have but you have a party that says if you love freedom, you're with us, but they don't define what that means or looks like.
That
It's
just
like
means
less government
less
spending.
government. Yeah, less government
Yeah, it's
control,
just like,
less government roles.
yeah,
Yeah.
but what does that actually like look like,
Drugs. You should be able.
practically
You
and
should be able to
morally?
do drugs. Yeah.
I mean, again, like that's why like a lot of people get libertarianism.
With what?
I'm pro-capitalist. They're pro-capitalist.
we talking about?
Morally, like
Politics?
we can
I'm
get
pro-capitalist. Yep.
You're anti-war. They're anti-war.
who the hell is pro-war?
Well,
Trump.
plenty of people.
Yeah,
I
like
mean, that's
Donald
just
Trump
crazy.
is pro-war.
The like the neocons. The neocons.
I mean, have you seen our president? I mean, he literally told
Dick Cheney.
Iran, yeah, that he was going to rain hell onto Iran if they do not, if they don't open back up the Strait of Hormuz, that he's going to bomb the fuck out of them.
Has anybody heard
Well, at
about
least
the?
he's warning them.
Has anybody heard about
Well, the
this?
thing is that he already bombed them before, and so it's kind of like he's going to bomb them for if they don't open up the strait again. They're like, what's the difference?
He's gonna bomb like electrical infrastructure and stuff to shut out their power. But has anybody heard about any deals with Iran selling the Strait of Hormuz to the UN?
It's not theirs to sell.
Iran doesn't control the Strait of Hormuz. I thought that was the one thing they did control.
No, well, they think they control it, but nobody owns it.
Okay, well they're
They open
selling
and close.
control of it to the UN. I'm asking if anybody's
Well,
heard
they
anything
don't
about
have control. I mean, they're not technically supposed to have control, but they're taking it hostage, basically.
Holy shit. Whatever. Never mind. Forget I said anything. I fucking hate politics. Pedantic pieces of shit.
I think politics is just a complete time when China can be looking at the exact same topic and have like different moral evaluations of what happens that leads you to like just never to like an agreement with someone. I mean, I think it's just a complete waste of time talking about politics with people.
Yeah, this is like an amuse-bouche to Taiwan.
This is a place to talk about God, not politics. I'd really rather not talk about politics. If there's any theists on
Wait, what's
stage,
God?
that's the point of the
You mean
room.
who?
No,
Is God?
God
you
is in
can't
all of us.
you can't. God
Even
is
you,
in all things.
Simon.
It's
Even if
there's
you don't believe in
purpose.
God loves you.
Demonstrate God has
Inshallah.
emotions.
Whatever happened to our astronauts? Did they make it across the moon yet?
Oh, nope, not yet. But I'm looking at the moon's getting really big. It's almost the same size as the front of the spaceship. Or I think it's the
They
back.
were
I
going to
think
have
they're
like
flying backward. I think it's the
they
back
were
of the
going to have
spaceship.
Who made this
I
spaceship?
really want
Was
to
it
hear.
SpaceX that made this one?
No, this is NASA.
I really want to hear. I really want to hear the new arguments that the flat earthers are going to give.
They don't
For
have
this
any
Well,
arguments.
technically, there's no. It's not in space. They're just hitting in the. They're hanging out in Kennedy Space Center right now.
Yeah, it's all fake. Fake news. I don't know how they're faking the hair being all weightless and shit, but they got their reasons. I talked to them for an hour and a half, and they didn't. I said, I walked in and I said, hey, what
You're
about?
in the flat Earth room for an hour and a half. I can only stand like 10 minutes in that room.
But I was like, so what about the Artemis 2 mission? And the first thing that they talked about was the fucking Apollo missions. I'm like, what the fuck? We talked about the Apollo missions for an hour and a half instead of Artemis 2.
But that wasn't a movie set, remember?
What?
There was what's it? It was either a movie or a TV show where they talked about setting up a Hollywood set just in case that the mission failed.
I would
So they
love to
wouldn't.
see something in history that says that happened because
No, I think they classified some documents that said they did
it
a
would have been
set just in case if
utterly,
it failed.
utterly impossible to fake at the time. Utterly impossible.
Yeah, but the footage is so grainy back then. You couldn't, no one could tell anyway.
False.
Like, three national newspapers anyway back then. So whatever the news told you happened.
But we had Russia. Russia had
Exactly. That's
also
why
has newspapers.
that's why if the thing exploded or went bad, we would have to fake it because we don't want the Russians to get a leg up on us.
I'm just telling you that it would have been physically impossible to fake it on Earth live. And it would have been physically impossible to fake it.
Yeah, but
Excuse me, I
you
was
know,
in the middle of a sentence there, buddy. And it would have been physically impossible.
I'm not your buddy, pal.
And it would have been physically impossible to fake it, like filming it beforehand. It's physically impossible to have been faked.
I think the reasons of the government could have figured out a way.
No, they
I'm not saying it
couldn't.
was a fake. I'm not saying it was fake, but I'm saying if they really needed to, they probably could find a way.
No, they couldn't. It's physically impossible to fake the things that
I mean, they
happen.
put a monkey in space for Pete's sake.
Yeah, but you can't fake space on Earth.
Or was it a dog? Was it a monkey or a dog? I forget.
The both actually. The Russians put both, and we just put some kind of monkey. I don't remember. But yeah, the first animal in space was a dog, and then the Russians did that, and then the Russians did the chimpanzee, and then the Russians did the first humans, and Russians did the first maneuvers, and then Russians did the first. And
Well, I
then
remember they did the
America
first
made it to the
satellite. They
moon
did,
first. Actually,
they
everything
did
after changing
Sputnik.
orbit, we started beating the crap out of the Russians because the Russians could never get their vehicle to change orbits. They never figured that one out.
Well, you know, China was the first one to go to the dark side of the moon.
Yeah, with the robot.
The true with the robot, yes.
But they did a good
Yeah.
job. I think they landed flat and got the robot to come out and look around and take samples and
But
shit.
you
And they
know,
got a return mission. They even got a return mission.
we did put the first black person to the moon.
And the first female.
Inshallah.
First female. That's right.
She sits next to the door sometimes.
We're religion, and they all are. But maybe we put the first atheist on the moon too, or by the moon. Sorry.
Boards are on with the screws that are like the hex head screws or whatever. That looks like a.
I got a whole.
Also, don't know if they're LGBTQ AI plus either. Could have been the first one of those.
Forget the PS5 dollar sign.
No, it's like you can put it in a drill. You can use it in a screwdriver. It's not for socket.
No,
Oh shit! It's not in here. No, it's foot. Nothing is where it used to be.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Go.
It's a black plastic case, like all.
Yeah. By the way,
So yeah, that's why abortion is bad.
okay, because my religious fifis say that it's not.
Yeah, the Pope says it's bad. That means it's bad.
I'm pro-abortion.
Yeah, I'm pro vacuuming the meatball out of the.
Whoa!
She doesn't want it.
Yeah,
You're gonna get Donald banned on YouTube for talk like that.
You know,
What are you talking about?
I love all the religionists that are like, I'm not pro-life because of any reasons, and then you're just like, so why are you telling me that it's bad?
misunderstood what you were saying about the socket set thing.
Like, I'm the person who's advocating women should not have control over their bodies, and that's warranting getting banned from YouTube. Right, David?
Well, they can control their bodies. They just can't control another baby's body.
Well then, but like, where's the baby's body?
It's just hanging out.
That's right.
So it's not something that is requiring, feeding off of her, and in order to sustain its life.
So you're saying starve the mother to kill a baby?
No, I'm saying that the mom is the person who is being forced to have to sustain the baby's life with its own resources of its own living connective tissue.
Well,
no matter how many people.
So, but the only way you
how
get
many-
around it is she starves herself, though. That makes no sense.
No, or to allow her to get an abortion.
No.
Why not? I mean, look, this honestly, like the amount of times that people try to you, it makes me laugh because the real topic of like the pro-life or pro-abortion debate, it just comes down to whether or not the government allows it to happen or not. Like otherwise, you can think something is morally condemnable and never speak to a person again who has an abortion, but the reality is like the people who are pro-life, and I had the most radical position pro-life. I literally said, like, even in the of rape, you cannot get an abortion because of this value of life and rights, which I don't hold that position
What
anymore
changed?
because I have my epistemology, my method of thinking about the concept of rights and what government is.
Oh my god.
If you
Oh.
accept the premise that, like usually the pro-life position is the role of government is to protect rights, individual rights,
It's supposed
because
to be.
the fetus is an individual. Well, yeah, that's what
No,
it's
the fetus
supposed
is
to
not
be.
an individual. It does not possess consciousness.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I'm not saying that's my position. I'm saying this is the position that
Why do I
the
hear that
pro-life
so
people
freaking
hold.
often? I'm not defending a position I believe in. It's stupid to talk about a position you don't believe in. Why do you do
Yeah,
that?
so the position
I
of the
used to hold.
pro-life, Simon, the position of the pro-life position is that it's a life, don't kill it.
That's
God, the
right.
moon is getting big.
Yeah.
So
That's
but mainly
What time? At
because
what
yeah,
point
it's
does
a
life
life.
begin?
It's
At
like
what
has
point
it's
does
re-
life begin
alive.
in
It's
your
like
opinion? What point does life begin?
yeah. It's like fuck
When
perception.
life.
is he or she or they or them have a
David,
purpose?
fuck life. You know, cancer is life. That's a
Oh
life
my
too.
god, what the fuck is going on? I'm trying to have a
Like
conversation here. So, at what point does life begin like in your opinion?
ejaculation.
When the sperm
Conception,
goes into the
technically.
cell, into the egg.
Fertilization
But
is the beginning of life? Okay.
Yes, that's when
So
it
so let me ask you a
starts.
question. Let me ask you a question. If you were at a
On a technical level, that's when it
let me
starts.
let me ask
Yes.
you a question. Let me ask you a question. So if you were at a like a fertilization clinic and there were 10 fertilized embryos in a tray that you could just pick up and walk out with, and a crying baby, one single crying baby, would you say the 10 embryos or the one crying baby?
The 10 embryos.
You
Well,
can't
no,
be
the
fucking
embryos.
serious.
Yeah,
Oh
so you
my
would let
god. I am
David, so
so
you would
glad
let
that's
a
on my
baby
channel
you would let
forever.
a baby
That is on
die
YouTube
for a
forever.
bunch of
Thank you very
for
much. That was a monstrous fucking thing to say,
yeah.
you piece of shit.
Yeah, so you would save a baby
Holy
over a
shit.
few clusters of cells, David. Like you would let a baby die over a
Wait,
few
well, hold
clusters.
on. Are they fertilized or non-fertilized? Are they just eggs?
Fertilized eggs.
Oh, then
Embryos.
yeah, then
Oh
that's
no,
life. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so you would let a baby you would
Just
let a
one
baby
baby? I mean, I don't want anybody
no,
to
David,
die,
you
but
would let a baby die for the sake of a few clusters of cells.
no, those are 10 fertilized eggs who are going to
Yeah.
become babies.
Yeah, so you would
Yeah.
let a baby die for those.
Well, would you rather kill 10 babies or one baby?
Well, hang on.
It's not
So
a baby.
yeah, so
According to your
those.
opinion,
So hang on.
Baby.
So those frozen.
not yet.
Hold on. Those frozen fertilized eggs is not 100% guarantee that they will come to fruition, right? They can still fail when they get implanted in a uterus. Those are not living babies. Those are potential
fail at
babies.
living.
They have a potential,
Fail all
right?
the time.
It's a big problem there. It is a potential human life. It is
No, I
not
don't think
human
it's.
life yet.
I don't think it's a problem.
No, it is a problem, David, because there's no 100% guarantee that once you implant those fertilized eggs into a uterus, that it'll bring a birth, right?
There's a lot of ifs and ands and
Right.
what
So
about
therefore,
them. So
therefore, your
yeah, but
choice is
he put a gun to my head, and
therefore,
I had to make a
therefore,
decision.
therefore, your choice is asinine. You have a living, breathing baby.
That's subjective. That's
No, it's not
subjective.
subjective. It is objectively true that this infant is objectively living in the world, and you're going to let that living human being
Oh, and
die
now
over
babies matter. How come
over
when it's in a
over
woman's stomach,
over
they don't matter?
over some fertilized eggs that have a potential.
A potential for life, yes.
Okay,
All 10 of them.
what's more
Well,
important? The potent
technically,
what's more important? Something that is alive and independent on its own, or something that has a potential?
Well, in my opinion, they're alive.
You're
no, I don't think anybody's gonna say that they're not alive. I think the
Thank you,
correct thing would
Simon.
be, but no, but JC is pointing out like the correct observation to make is it is a potential and it is not an actual. So like an acorn is not a tree. Like there's two distinct things. Like just to say that something is alive doesn't mean it just has this. I mean, that would
Well, I have a more optimistic
rights
view
if
of
you're
life.
saying that a person who needs the protection of the government to act versus like some cells forming, and that in of itself alive needs the. That is just absolutely insane.
Well, it's you have to deal in relative terms when it comes to certain subject matters such as this.
Relative to
Because
like
we
a
can't,
woman,
something
woman.
is no, when it comes to like absolutes, we can't deal in absolutes when it comes to these theoretical arguments.
I mean, it's pretty absolute. It's literally inside the woman or
That's like
outside of
a
the woman. It's literally either or. It's a true dichotomy.
same organism, whether it's inside the womb or not. Difference
Can't be
of
anywhere else.
location.
Can't be outside the woman and inside the woman at the same time. Either you're born or you're not. That's literally the cutoff point. I would.
What about like a premature baby who's born like this tiny little thing? Is that
And
a
then,
baby?
I mean, you're out. Yeah, you're out.
I don't know. I don't.
You're
Let's agree to
prematurely
let's agree
born.
to disagree.
Sure, David, you're the savant with two
Yes, we do
PhDs, so I can't
agree
really.
to disagree about whether an infant's life is worth saving over a bunch of clusters of cells.
Well, you call it cluster of cells. I call it a potential life.
Okay, fertilized egg, whatever you want to call it, it's still a
Yes,
cluster of cells.
those are babies.
No, they're not.
Yes, they could be.
They aren't.
That's
Exactly,
that's
David.
your
You're
opinion.
saying
Yeah, so David is an
acorns are
acorn.
trees.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say. Is an egg a chicken?
What came first?
No, you're being skeptical.
Just answer the question. Is the egg a chicken?
Yeah.
Be honest, dude.
I stopped eating eggs when I realized that
Oh, you
they're
avoid the
just baby chickens.
question. He avoids the question, doesn't he? Oh, are you afraid to answer, David? You're afraid to be open and honest. Oh, why, David? Why be that
That's
way?
offensive. You're doing a
Is that
Chinese Asian accent.
Chinese
Yeah, that's
or
offensive.
I want to
Vietnamese
be
or
offensive to
what is
you. I
that?
make fun of you, David. Oh,
I'm 5% Japanese, so I'm offended.
okay. Good for you.
A
Honestly,
lot of
with
people
this,
think
I'd
I'm
probably
Japanese,
recommend
David,
it.
too.
Based on what?
My hair,
What's wrong with your hair?
because it's just very naturally straight.
Oh, okay. Well, mine is too. So
Yeah.
Hey, who are we
I have
talking to
fucking
about the
Jew curls.
So
pro-life,
maybe we're
pro-choice
related.
thing, pro-abortion thing?
Yeah, Loki, I got some fucking juke.
Who
But
is that we
yes,
were
we
talking
do
yeah, I have
to?
disagree
like
over
some
that.
of my. I have like
You're welcome.
one of my Italian friends has very curly hair. Yeah.
Yeah, but honestly, like if I just like blow dry it, it's it's.
All right, can we stop
But
talking about
Why
self
are we talking about
self-care
hair?
here?
Good golly.
I don't know.
This is not a place
Why
for
would
Because
you
self-care.
the
talk about hair,
Japanese have
see?
very straight hair.
There's a really
Mr.
cool
Blonde Jesus?
button at the
I'm
top of
not
every.
blonde.
Oh shit.
But anyway, David, why can't you answer a simple question, dude?
What's the question? Sorry.
You fucking forgot.
Silver Fox Jesus.
Is
Told you I would
is
save the babies.
no, that one you already answered. Is the chicken? I mean, is the egg a chicken?
The egg is a chick.
No,
No, it's
really,
not.
the egg's a
That's a
chick now.
hatched. That's a hatched egg.
Come
That-
on,
Well, it's going
David.
to be.
It's going to be,
No,
but it's
no,
not.
it's not right.
And it
You know,
might
I don't
not
want to.
be. It might not be. Like,
Well, that's why I stopped eating eggs because I felt bad.
Oh my god.
oh my.
Fucking
I bet you $1 you haven't quit eating eggs.
Eggs are
No,
awesome,
seriously, I
dude.
have no eggs in my.
No, it's understandable why people would stop if they understand how chicks are treated.
Yeah, they're treated
slaughterhouse.
badly, but all of our farm animals are treated badly.
Yeah, well, that's one of the reasons I don't drink milk is because
Not Wagyu and Kobe beef. They're treated
Kobe
nice.
beef.
yeah.
Yeah,
Get drunk off of beer.
That was
but
You
yes,
think that
was
they
one of the
consent to
best
we
that? You
comments I
think
do.
think
the
I've
animal
heard.
consents to getting drunk forcefully every day?
It's not foie gras, even though I love foie gras. But
What?
Yeah,
They
foie gras is
drown
the
that
fucking
bitch in
best.
brandy, man.
I remember, so a friend I would
Oh,
get
what
foie
is
gras
that
a
for?
lot, and a friend of mine showed me a video of the goose getting a pipe stuck down his throat, so he can force feed him
Yep.
in like this little wooden box. It's like, oh, it's still good though.
Have you ever tried the Filipino dish balot?
I've never heard of that one.
No, but I heard it's like that little baby bird thing,
Yeah,
right?
the duck embryo.
Yeah. I've
Oh, yeah, I've
when I
heard of
was in
that one.
when I was in Shen or Guangzhou in China, I remember that being in the
All right, can we
market,
can we
but
not talk about food anymore? Because I
I
don't
never
want to
tried
talk
it
about
though.
food here.
Yeah, we'll just end it at David that we disagree about whether we would save a baby for a bunch of fertilized
Well,
eggs.
I would save 10 babies versus one
They're
baby.
not babies.
Let's
They're
end it there.
fertilized
They're
eggs.
yeah,
Ba-
they're not babies.
They're never gonna
These
be babies.
that's subjective, not objective.
Once they've been exposed to that kind of heat, they are no longer viable. Just so you know.
Well, God will find a way.
No, he won't because he doesn't exist.
That's your opinion.
Inshallah.
Show me one
Inshallah.
time that God has intervened in the world without using Jesus.
My
Jurassic Park.
relationship, yes, that's right. God finds a way. Exactly. Remember,
You're
like Malcolm said, God created man, man created whatever, and then
God. Okay,
Yeah,
demonstrate
and
that
so
the,
God.
even Malcolm has
Demonstrate that people.
Malcolm's.
Listen. Demonstrate that people were created.
How did you get here?
Well, I was 3D printed in my mother's womb.
Okay, there you go. And
That's not
who
creation.
made the
Okay,
3D printer?
so define creation then.
Who made the 3D printer?
creation is a thing that God did.
Yes, I would go with that for this. For this context, I would go with that definition. So God had no involvement whatsoever in the reproductive process that came to me, all the way back to Luca, all the way back to abiogenesis, all the way back to chemical evolution. No gods involved. Someone's got their hands raised.
God was involved.
Just demonstrate that.
There's certain things like it's like the movie Ghostbusters.
I'm not
There's
going to go
certain
with
things.
fiction for evidence, dude.
No, the line from Ghostbusters.
I
Where he
don't care about
says,
anything from a fictional movie. Nothing from a fictional movie is evidence for anything except that somebody made a fictional fucking movie. Dude.
Technically, God made the guys who made the fictional movie. So
But
That's
that
right.
doesn't
Like, yeah.
demonstrate that the God had anything to do with it. You have to demonstrate that the God had something to do with it.
Some things just can't be
Well, I
explained.
mean,
That's
how can you
This
how
world
can
is a
you
crazy place.
how can you say anything absent of God? I mean,
because we can say all kinds of things and none of it involves God. Like my name is Donald. That involved zero gods.
Well, that's an
but you
opinion.
can't.
No,
But
it's
you
not. Do
can't
you think
say
that God is moving my
Donald.
diaphragm?
Well, I don't know if your real name is Donald. You're just telling
It
us that.
is, but it's irrelevant.
Well, we
Donald, you're
don't know
my
that for
bitch, bro.
Intelligent
sure.
people exist.
Donald, you're my bitch, bro.
But
Whoa.
Demonstrate that.
For the record, Donald, I don't think
Crickets.
you're a B word.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
is that a thing people do? They just
Thank you for whoever did that.
burp on the app.
It was me, Donald. I did it because you're my bitch.
You cricketed yourself? That just seems like sadomasochistic, right?
No, it's because I'm thinking circles around you, bro.
I don't think
I'm 3 steps ahead of you at all times.
Who
I don't think you
actually
jumping
speaks
on
like this?
stage
This is like so
saying,
cringe.
Donald, you're my bitch, and then going silent when I tell you to demonstrate it, and then cricketing yourself is a good look for you, buddy.
Donald, you've been completely rhetorically outpaced and consistently fucked over.
We have not
Thank you.
engaged in
I think
any kind of rhetoric whatsoever.
I think he's saying I won the debate. Thank you.
I don't remember the debate happening. I
Donald,
remember
you've been
coming on
conceptually
stage and
cooked.
saying,
You've
"Donald,
been
you're my
conceptually
bitch."
cooked.
And then
Donald, you've been conceptually cooked.
when I said demonstrate it, he said crickets to himself. That's what I remember happening.
Donald, you've been conceptually cooked.
Demonstrate
this was a
that.
contentless
Donald,
debate.
are you fucked up off Everclear again?
No. I don't do that very often.
Everclear's not good for you.
No alcohol is good for you. But I don't
No,
like,
the doctor recommends 1 glass of wine a day.
I don't like the taste of aged liquor, so I just get the fresh stuff.
Like a Svedka?
No, Everclear. Regal, feel free to come on stage. Thank you for coming up.
So now we're trying to get.
Yeah, what's going on?
Apparently I am somebody's bitch and didn't even know it.
Well, now you know.
Yeah, Greg is like a kid on this app, dude. He just wants attention.
Greg, Clark,
he's
Jordan,
TikTok
whatever you
brainer.
want to call him.
All he does is he just tells people that he's their bitch.
Is he an influencer?
I have no idea.
No, I mean probably not.
I mean,
Again,
he's still in the
you
room.
can
We
just
can
tell by
click
the
on
way
him
he
and see if
speaks.
he has any. Did he run away? I think
He just tells people that they've been.
Well, God is a first cause and uncaused cause. That's what God is.
Well,
How do you know
demonstrate
that?
that the universe needs a first cause.
Yeah. The Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory says nothing about a first cause. Just so you know.
And not to mention,
Yeah.
that in order
It
for the
says
Big
that
Bang
it has
to
a starting
exist,
point
something
for
had
the
to be
early
there.
beginnings of the universe,
No, it
and
doesn't. No,
Albert
it doesn't.
Einstein went nuts
No, it
over that
doesn't.
because he thought the universe was eternal.
There's nothing
The
in
universe
the.
is
I would like for you to
eternal.
cite your source on
Yeah,
that. Please cite your source on Einstein going nuts because he thought that the Big Bang said that there was a beginning to the universe. Please cite your source on that.
We used to have scientists who believed the
Not-
Earth was in the center of the universe. So
No
scientists
scientist
can
ever
be
believed
wrong.
that. Science didn't exist when that was a thought. Science
Not to
didn't exist
mention,
formally
like,
until
in
the
order for the Big
1800s, in
Bang-
the 1700s, and
The
late
term
1700s.
didn't exist, but the philosophers did.
Yes, they were not scientists though; they were philosophers. They didn't do experiments the way that we do now. They didn't have a rigorous They didn't have a rigorous process which they followed. And
What
they
about
certainly
before
didn't have
Newton
peer
and the
review.
apple? We
And they
didn't know about
certainly-
gravity.
And they certainly didn't have peer review.
Well, peer review is just a subjective thing.
No, actually, peer review is one
Peer
of the
review
most
is-
objective review processes that's ever been invented.
Well, then why do they do magical storytelling and they can't give me one piece of evidence of a creature changing its form into another creature? The magical moment of evolution.
It's not magic, and we have mountains of
This
evidence
magic
for it.
miracle.
It's not. Stop.
Do you believe
I
in?
changed from a
Whoa,
fish
everybody,
into a
stop! Stop! Everybody, shut the fuck up. We can only go one at a time. So, Daniel, there's mountains of evidence for transitional species. You just haven't looked at it.
No, you're conflating adaptation with evolution.
No, I'm not, because adaptation doesn't happen. That's a Lamarckian thing. Adaptation does not happen.
Oh, so adaptation doesn't happen?
No, there are genetic...
revolution.
Hang on,
How do you
shut
get
up,
small
shut up. Let
so
me
how
do
you get
this.
small
Let me do
incremental
this.
changes, and then the creature changes its form to another
Shut
form.
up. No, creatures don't change their form to another form. That doesn't make sense.
What if you're the creature?
Oh, how do you get like
let
a
me
fish,
do
monkey,
this?
lizard
Please
thing?
shut up. Everybody, shut the fuck up, or I'm putting everybody in the audience except for me and Daniel. Shut the fuck
Donald.
up.
Hey, Donald, what's up? What's up? What's up,
Eat a
Donald?
dick,
Hey,
you
how's it
faggot.
going?
Whoa,
You
F word.
can't use that word on YouTube. I don't know who said that, but
Yeah,
don't
you're
do
a
it again.
faggot, retard, fucking nigger, fucking stupid fuck.
Whoa,
Who cares?
whoa.
All right. So
Whoa.
How do you like?